Hello and welcome back to the Combo Chick Day Dota channel. We got some more major action going on in the Supermajor, in fact, with Infamous taking on VGJ.Storm here. And this is a knockout game, I believe, right, Mr. Damien?
Yes, these teams are playing for their life right now. The loser of this goes home, the winner goes on. Not sure who they face, but they go on and continue their life in this tournament, playing for a large amount of money here. So both these teams, they definitely want to win this match.
Money, DBC points, pride, it's all on the line. And we see the game starts off with Infamous taking out both the Death Prophet and the Wisp. And VGJ.Storm taking out Clockwork, Gyrocopter, and Nightstalker. Nightstalker has been banned in most games against Infamous, and the Gyrocopter hasn't really been making it through either. And the games he does make it through, Infamous have picked it up so far in the major.
Yeah, Gyrocopter, Nightstalker, pretty strong in the current meta. Also, Clockwork can be annoying against certain drafts. You don't really see that hero being banned out though, but VGJ.Storm decide they don't want to face it, so they ban it out. And then we see Bane being taken out as a final ban by Infamous there. Bane, just everybody picks up that hero. It's just super strong in the lane, offers a large amount, disable through BKB, and just super annoying to face in the beginning.
Interested to see what VGJ.Storm go here for the opening pick.
Yeah, opening picks, like we've seen a lot of teams just pick up different things for opening. Like there's Doom still available, Leshrak still there. I'm not sure what else is currently favored right now.
In terms of cores, I think Death Prophet's one of the cores that's taken out. Probably wouldn't see. Okay, wait. Maybe Lesh. Oh, we get the Beastmaster. The Snake King Beastmaster actually made it through. So excited to see that, one of his definite comfort heroes, and just a hero that's right now in the meta also has a pretty good place. It puts a lot of pressure in the lane, that sort of jazz.
Yeah, definitely. Snake King, everybody knows that he loves to play that hero, so they're going to pick it up. Probably pair him up with some sort of 4 position in his lane to do some like aggressive dual lane thing. Sand King notably comes to mind. A lot of teams seem to be
I think
running
Death
that
Prophet.
hero. We're going to have to see what Infamous decide to pick up to deal with this Beastmaster that's going to be putting a lot of pressure on their carry.
Yeah, you're gonna know Snake King plus one support is gonna be there wreaking havoc in your safe lane, and it'll be interesting to see how Infamous respond to this.
Yeah, there are some pseudo counters, like Witch Doctor, his cast is pretty nice. And they go for the Sand King, so they kind of take that away from VGJ.Storm and pick it up themselves. And then the Warlock, also a super
Oh,
strong laner. That heal offers a lot. And he's just, overall team fight is really good.
yeah, this is one of the better heroes to deal with the sort of tough Beastmaster aggro dual lanes. It's good sustain for your carry, decent harass and damage. It's just a super solid laning support. And if they want to play aggressive with this Sand King Warlock lane, they can do it as well. It's a deadly combination in the laning phase.
Yeah, so much spam coming out with his Shadow Word heal, or it can be used as damage, plus the shackles that he applies onto targets, and then with Caustic Finale and multiple hero stuns, you can do a lot of damage and a lot of kills in this lane. So looks like Infamous want to apply a lot of pressure themselves.
Yeah, throughout the game, this combo has a decent amount of synergy for sure.
Yeah, definitely. And it just like it secures you that team fights in the later portions of the game. And we see a Disruptor picked up. It's a nice safe lane support, pretty good versus heroes like Sand King if you get him in your kinetic field, or use your glimpse to catch him back because he is quite like maneuverable and slippery to catch.
Yeah, Disruptor support I'm always happy to see. I think Disruptor Beastmaster also, I've seen VGJ.Storm run dual lanes like that before as well, so something they're definitely comfortable with.
Yeah, we've been seeing some disruptors pick up Orb of Venoms in the early game, and then they go into that like dual lane, off lane, and they kind of just spam and throw right clicks at the hero and keep throwing the Thunderstrike down, which is really good harassing nuke. So a lot of spam coming out from that lane if they decide to pair them. Otherwise, they could pick something else to go with the Beastmaster if they would like.
Yeah, I think yesterday we were casting the VGJ.Storm against Mineski game, and it was like 4 Orb of Venom from all the supports at the start of the game. SVG was playing Disruptor in the off lane just for this Orb of Venom, and he actually got that first blood on Jabs. It was a super cool play from him.
Yeah, definitely. And we see Slark being taken Archer. They don't want to have to deal with the sort of slippery carry that's pretty hard to kill. Slark is notably quite weak in lane in the early stages, so maybe they're just scared of like how it's going to counter their draft later on in the game.
Yeah, Slark. I mean, Slark is just one of those heroes that, right, you can pressure him in the laning stage and stuff, but if he comes online and hits his timing just right, and you get a couple of wins in the mid game fights, and you scale into the later portions, I think he becomes a near impossible hero to deal with in the later stages of the game.
Yeah, especially for heroes like Warlock. If Slark gets on top of you with that Shadow Blade, there's absolutely nothing you can do. Like, you're not going to be dropping the Golem to stop a Slark. He'll just dart back the stun off anyway and kill you. So yeah, you don't want to be facing that hero as a squishy support, especially one with no like real way to survive. So they get rid of it, and he can also take off all the spells from Warlock, right? That's another thing. But it is a side of VGJ.Storm that banned it, so
You can debuff Raw even with Dark Pact.
yeah. And we see Ember Spirit being taken out. That hero's got some popularity in this tournament. Haven't seen it do too well though. Kind of just seems to get stomped in its lane, and it has to like kind of fight its way back into the game. But if it does have a good start, that hero is really powerful.
I think my issue with Emma Spirit is like we've seen some teams like LGD when maybe he's playing right, he's super effective. They're winning games with the hero, but when I watch those games, it's like you feel like if maybe he was playing any of his other heroes, he'd be doing the same thing anyway. So it's not like I don't see anything special about the Ember Spirit just yet. Though VGJ.Storm Yawar has also had some good performances on the Ember. It kind of suits their playstyle as well. You have the space making mid hero for Yawar, and Resolution can play something a lot more scaling.
Yeah, a lot more greedy that can just farm it up. But we don't have to worry about that hero this game. It has been banned out. We're looking for VGJ.Storm's fifth ban, actually. My gosh, it's 6 bans. They ban out the Morphling. Morphling, really strong carry if it has a good start, right? It becomes such a nuisance. It goes that shotgun. It can just instantly kill people. He's super hard to take down with his shapeshift or his morph to strength and agility. So that year they decided to take it out. They did have Disruptor to deal with it though. Like Disruptor's quite good versus Morphling, can silence him raw. Also instant initiation. He can't get his morph off.
My opinion on Morph right now is I think the hero as a hero is insanely strong, but I think the kind of meta that's going on with these 2-on-2 dual lane setups all the time, I think it makes Morph's game hard because he doesn't really like to be pressured that much in the early stages of the laning phase. Because if he gets ahead in the laning stage, he's like 1 or 2 levels ahead of the solo offlaner, he will just dominate the lane every last hit, every deny, and he will scale insane. But these aggressive dual lanes, like playing against Sanking Warlock, for example, as a Morphling, it's not fun, it's not easy.
Yeah, and your morph strength is like really weak at level 1, and it's what you want to take. So like when you get to like level 4 or 5 and morphling in the lane, you generally feel quite comfortable. You have your waveform, your morph strength is quite nice level, so you don't die easily. And then the lane is fine, but it's those first couple of levels where you just suffer quite hard. We see Medusa being taken out, so another hard carry. A lot of carries being banned out here. We've got Jara out, Slark out, we've got Morphling out, Medusa, Ember, and we see a Luna pickup.
Ooh, so Infamous take the Luna. Kind of, not a deny pick against Resolution, I would like to say, but it is in a way a deny pick for Resolution Luna. We got the Morphling taken, the Morphling, the Medusa, and the Luna now taken away from Resolution. So and just see what he plays this game.
Yeah, we see a lot of teams picking up Luna become a lot more popular now, especially when Gyro is being banned out. It's kind of like that pseudo Gyro pick. Offers pretty similar things, just the timings are a bit different because Luna does require to farm a bit more before fighting. And we have the Elder Titan.
So EG did just win a game with this Elder Titan, and it wasn't quite an epic. It was like a 60 minutes EG versus, who was it? Team Spirit. And Crit had a monster performance on Elder Titan. I'm just going to say, all you Crit haters, go back to school, man. He played great on the Elder Titan.
Yeah, he did an awesome job. Managed to hold the base 3v5. Don't know how that happened, but they ended up turning the game and winning it. And Elder Titan, also notably, his aura takes away Luna's like natural armor, which is quite high. Elder Titan Beastmaster is also a very strong lane to be facing. Elder Titan just gets so much damage and movement speed from throwing his spirit darts, and Beastmaster just spams those axes and runs at you.
Yeah, it is a pretty decent combo up. Yeah, I'm a big fan of Elder Titan's hero as well. There's also another vision with his spirit as well.
Yeah, he offers good setup
with the Hawk.
And Disrupt the Elder Titan together, the combo can do a lot of damage if you catch multiple heroes with it.
Yeah, the team fight is actually just crazy with those two heroes comboed up.
Now, so both teams have quite strong team fight coming out. You got that Beastmaster single target lockdown, and you can blow that target up. Disruptors, good team fight, good AoE silence, good control, and catch. You got Elder Titan, who's good setup, also AoE control, more damage. His ultimate, you can't underestimate that ultimate. If you hit multiple heroes with it, can just win you a fight.
But yeah, Infamous is looking pretty damn strong as well. They got the Warlock sanking Luna. You get Fatal Bonds off and your heroes are getting their spells off. You're just gonna decimate the side of VGJ.Storm.
Yeah, and VGJ.Storm do have last pick, so they're probably gonna pick their 4 position here or the off lane, and they go for the off lane. Just Legion Commander, so they're slow sanking into 4 position, and Legion Commander sanking lane sounds quite dirty to face, right? Both these heroes, you also just don't want to face right clicks from them.
Legion Commander is an interesting pick. I've seen it sort of coming back this major so far. Like, it's had a couple of games. I know Infamous, I've gone for it before. I don't know how I feel about the LC pick at the moment, though.
It's kind of like a pseudo counter to Beastmaster, right? You get roared, he can just then throw his heal on that target, take the sleep off, which is quite nice. So it also gives you that single target, like that initiator once he gets his blink, single target pick off pretty nice and strong. So you have like a double initiator coming at you from Sanking plus Legion Commander once they have their blinks there.
Yeah, you got a lot of follow up for the duel as well. So it's a kind of a nice pick this game, I think.
Yeah, it's just Infamous are lacking that ability to initiate a fight before they get those blink daggers, right? The only initiation from that point is Sanking. Is pretty decent once he has levels, but in the early stages, playing as a support, you don't get levels that fast, so he might struggle to find the initiations. Whereas VGJ.Storm, their main initiation is just glimpse somebody who's trying to run away or get a stomp off from Elder Titan, which can also be quite long range. And then Beastmaster, he's got a pretty decent initiation.
For sure. VGJ.Storm, they're looking for their fourth pick here. They haven't revealed any of their cores for Yawar or Mr. Resolution yet. So it's interesting to see what they go for here.
Yeah, they want some carry that can definitely face off against a Legion Commander sanking lane with just Disruptor basically to help you. So you need something that's pretty strong. I'm not sure really what's available for this lane. Probably something range is more likely what you want. You don't want to be getting hit by caustic finales constantly and being nuked down by Legion Commanders, overwhelming odds.
I mean, like, it's really tough to find the carry because, like, you usually think, like, in tough lanes you go for this, like, lifestealers or Juggernaut type heroes, but this is like those heroes are not really good against Legion Commander and Luna. Like, you can't go for a lifestealer this game, I don't think. Legion Commander contest too hard. They go for a Faceless Void.
So they've got that Void, disrupt the Elder Titan combo, which is quite nice. They also have a lot of vision coming up from Beastmaster plus Elder Titan, so you can find those chronos. But that lane, it just seems like he's going to get pressured a hell of a lot. He's going to have to play quite safe. But he is one of those heroes you can kind of just leave in the lane, right? And even if he's getting pressured, he'll get a couple of last hits and some levels. And you just got to make moves somewhere else on the map.
So it's a very hard hero to kill in the laning phase.
Yeah, he doesn't need that much farm early stage because he does have a lot of damage coming into his chrono. So he can just use his chrono to set up fights and then find kills that way with the help of his team and try catch up and farm that way if he does get sacked in the early game.
And like Void is one of those heroes that if Resolution is playing, it's also one of those scaling cores, right? It doesn't matter you playing up against a Luna, you can match it in the later portions of the game as well.
Yeah, and we see Odie getting banned up by Infamous here. Odie really good versus Legion Commander in the sense he can just banish whoever he duels and just keep them alive for the full duration. And then DK being taken out on the other side, just all around generally a strong mid laner. Really annoying to face, you can't really kill it that easily. You have to commit so much to take it down in the early stages of the game.
VGJ.Storm, they're most likely going to show their mid hero here. Interested to see what they go for Mr. Yawar.
Yeah, it definitely has to be a mid hero. Probably some sort of space creator, something that can fight early to go with your Beastmaster Disruptor plus Elder Titan to make space for your Faceless Void. We see a
Lina.
Yeah, lots of nuke damage coming out from Lina. Does scale late into portions of the game with right click. She is kind of squishy though, so if she gets initiated on, she might be in a little bit of trouble. But other than that, solid hero, good mid laner, lots of damage, lots of nuke, runs around the map and just does his thing.
Yeah, also like one of the few range cores that can actually put a insane amount of damage into Chronosphere. And but yeah, I think like it's a good pick, but like you said, there's a lot of burst for. I think BKB for this Lina is going to be essential when they can actually both these cores get their BKB timings.
And it's interesting to see Leshak has just been completely like ignored in this whole draft and denies. And we see a Viper being picked up. Pretty annoying mid laner to face as a Lina. Like he just throws Q on you every time, and when you throw your spells out, you just take even more damage from his corrosive skin.
The Viper picker, that's one actually mid laner that can deal with this Lina hero, and I kind of like it in the draft. It's a core that can scale, not really like it has to have a good start. That's my issue at Viper. So I think VGJs don't have to put a lot of emphasis on shutting down Papita on the Viper.
Yeah, if they don't like. This Viper has two options in this game, right? He can build super tanky or he can build for damage. I don't think they lack damage. So he's probably going to be going for that tanky build, like pipes and hoods and things like that to just like survive in the fights and just be that annoying pesky frontliner where then you have your Luna in the back line plus your Warlock and Sanking doing all the damage, Legion Commander. I like the Viper pick. I think it's a good solution for mid. It is just very slow hero in the sense it can't move around the map very easily.
Now our first game is up, live and ready. We see an instant smoke come out from the side of Infamous here.
Yeah, they smoke up. They want to go get their wards down without being seen and maybe try and make a play with the smoke. How is their level 1? Their level 1's not too bad if Sanking manages to find a target with his stun.
Looks like they're all walking to different lanes actually. They don't want to really set up for first blood or anything. Doesn't look like it to me.
Yeah, I don't think so either. Where we see the side of VGJ.Storm, they are gathered as 3 here at this rune.
They are 3 heroes here. I think in this mid matchup, how important do you think the block is, like Viper versus Lina?
Yeah, as the Lina, I think it's a lot more important. You don't want that Viper to be like just zoning you out from his high ground and throwing Qs on you or throwing his poison constantly on you, his poison attack. So you want to get that block with your Lina, at least secure yourself that first wave, bring out your solve nice and quickly, and then go for that second null talisman we see a lot of mids doing on intel cores.
Alright, so in the top lane we see actually Alter Titan probably going to start here with Mr. Resolution. I think this is the right hero to deal with this lane, because usually most heroes can't trade up with Legion Commander and all that kind of jazz. But Elder Titan, he's just a bulldozer in the laning stage. You can't. He's just gonna run over whatever is in his face, and I think it's the right hero to kind of secure Faceless Void in the beginning portions of this game.
Yeah, it's pretty strong in the early stages. I just don't know if you can trade with the Legion Commander in the sense that he does have the Warlock to back him up with that heal. So every trade you do is not really going to be worth it if you take damage yourself. But they secure their own rune top. We see some fighting going on bottom.
Matthew gets off the stun here. He's gonna get out. He got the rune though, so that's the important thing.
Now we see this Orb of Venom on Disruptor coming out again, so he's going to be standing in his lane, just throwing a bunch of right clicks out, doing a little bit of magic harass per second, and then spamming out his Thunder Strikes with his Mango.
MSS is playing the Disruptor this game. This is interesting, hey? Swapping up the sort of 4 and 5 positions for this game.
Yeah, definitely. They swap up some heroes, and that's the nice thing when you have like players that can play multiple heroes. You can be quite flexible with how you want to run it.
And Luna's coming to lane. He's got the 2 mangoes and he's going straight for the magic wand. I think he understands the kind of harass that'll be coming out in this lane. The spam from Beastmaster versus Disruptor. Good call from the carrier side of Infamous.
Yeah, he's definitely going to need this magic wand and maybe even a bit more regen coming out as well. Like, the spam is just going to be ridiculous. Thunderstrike does so much early game, so does Axes. And we can already see them just applying pressure. This MSS Disruptor is just throwing those right clicks out constantly onto these heroes.
Look at the amount of regen traded. Matthew still has a salve available. He might be forced to use it, but not an easy lane so far for Infamous.
And we see Yawa on the Lina, pulling a little bit ahead here, but Viper should catch up after this creep wave quite easily.
Yeah, he's going to have a full creep wave on the tower. He's going to get up both these lasts, actually. Actually, all 3. Pretty safe CS for him. So these guys, I think it's a hard lane for either of these heroes to kill each other. Both heroes are super strong in laning phases, have their strengths, have their weaknesses.
Yeah, definitely. I think the kill potential comes when whoever hits level 6 first, right? If that Laguna Blade comes out first or that Viper Strike. And if you get caught out by one of those ultimates, you're probably going to fall.
Look at Snaking diving here in the bottom. Like, they just asserting authority here in the bottom side of the map.
Yeah, just running at them and hitting them, getting as much damage on the tower as possible, and just trading last hits with them.
Matthew gets his down off here and Snaking. They're doing a decent amount. This is a huge creep wave, but Snaking throws out the axes. All 4 going to hit onto Luna, in fact, and Thunderstrike might actually be able to do the damage. Nope, Luna going to survive on 20 HP. MSS, he gets stunned up. He might be in trouble. Luna hasn't come back in. There's the Disruptor glimpse. Going to send Matthew all the way back.
They're going to send him back, but MSS is going to be super low here. He does have a salve, though, but won't have any mana.
Actually going to get a stun on Snaking. Can they voice him on? This would be a big kill onto the enemy offlaner. They're going to try. They have another beam. It comes out, and Matthew going to pick up the first blood here on the Sanking.
No, he finds first blood, not just TP's back to base, gonna go spend all his nice juicy money he just got.
Good way for Infamous to start off the laning phase. Luna was getting pressured very heavily, but now I feel they get a good kill here, but look at this wave. He's gonna completely shove under the tower. Beastmaster's gonna come back with full mana and regen, and HP, and he's just gonna carry on doing the same thing he was doing before he died.
Yeah, that's where, like, being the offlane is quite nice sometimes, because if you die, it doesn't matter too much, because you come back full mana and just rinse and repeat what you're doing, and your opponents have to ferry out a large amount of regen, spend a large amount of gold on that, or waste time going back to base. So it's not the worst thing in the world.
Middle lane, it does seem like the Lina is getting a bit of advantage in middle. You are sitting at 15 and 6 CS to Pepita's 9 and 2 on the Viper so far.
Yeah, he did have the double damage, and we see MSS dying to neutral creeps there.
And Snaking might just be caught again. Luna's going to pop the subs. Going to get cancelled by Snaking. Snaking, he's trading up region. He has the access in 2 seconds, but he's going to get bursted down before he can get it off. And that's the second kill secured for Matthew.
Yep, and the Luna's got a cell, so she's going to go to full life. She'll be happy in that lane. But yeah, you are doing really well in this lane. And I think that DD rune that she had helped her out a lot. Getting her bottle next. She'll be all happy. And we see top Void trading hits with Legion Commander, but Legion Commander is just going to get healed up and he'll be fine. Yeah,
this dual lane of the side of Infamous was supposed to do
the
Elder Titan. One more hit should do the trick. Oh, the Jukes from the Warlock keeping himself alive, and now SVG, he might be in trouble. Stinger doing his thing. One more hit should do the trick, but there's the stomp. And SVG, he's going to be on his merry way, I think. Resolution. He's going to come here. Maybe gets a couple of lucky bashes to save SVG. SVG still juking and jiving here in the trees. Courier going to come through as well. SVG, he's going to be okay.
Now that movement speed on Elder Titan from that spirit just allows him to run away, and he'll be all good in the hood right there. And we see Resolution taking a lot of pressure here from this Legion Commander now. He has to back off and solve.
He has a decent amount of farm, sitting in 18 CS, 69, got his level 4. So although there's a lot of pressure in the top side of the map, Resolution's still getting what he needs to out of the lane.
Yeah, definitely. He's getting his last hits. He's getting his levels. He is spending a fair bit of money on bringing himself like regen to stay in the lane. But other than that, he'll be fine. Luna doing the same, spending a lot of money on regen in the lane.
It's kind of a different situation, right? The top lane resolution's kind of secure in terms of getting last hits and denies, but in the bottom lane they're actually getting kills for MNZ, or Matthew's the one picking up the kills, so it's a bit different in the bottom lane. But
Yeah,
both the safe lanes, not a complete disaster zone, I would say.
yeah, definitely not. So kind of going. It's like relatively an even trade coming from both safe lanes, and then mid is also quite an even trade. 23 to 21. Nothing really big difference going on there. One denied difference. So I feel
Resolution
like
gonna
this lane gets
snatch up a
hard.
bounty. And I think Stinger might actually be in trouble here, Resolution. He's gonna see him, he pops the mango. Can they get a lucky bash? No, they don't. Stinger will be on his way.
Yeah, and SVG 126 bonus damage right from Spirit, so you don't want to get anywhere near him.
Oh, Alta Titan, what a hero.
Just all the Titan things, you know. Well, I guess if you are a Titan, you got to hit quite hard. Otherwise,
True,
can you be called
true.
a Titan?
The way Crit played Alta Titan in his last match for EG, he definitely was a real Titan.
Yeah, he got the 100% lifesteal at level 25. You don't see that often. 70 attack speed at level 20 for his talents. So he went carry build Alta Titan as a 4 position.
So you did pop the value shrine there, farming up the neutrals, trying to farm up his level 6. And I think once Viper hits level 5 and has 3 points in the poison attack, the lane becomes a lot harder for the Lina.
Yeah, and we see they sent the Warlock bottom now to just help out this Luna, keep throwing the heals on her because she was getting harassed on way too much. So this is going to leave Legion Commander solo in his lane now. Gonna have to deal with this Alta Titan by himself.
Try to do a sneaky pull wave, but he's just kind of juking and jiving now. SVG's going to spot him out again. Doesn't have all the spirit damage. He has the stomp. Is he going to get it? He actually does get it on Stinger. But it's just the sort of trade in harass here. Stinger just wasting his SVG's time. Or is it the other way around, in fact?
Yeah, I feel like when your 4 position is wasting the enemy 3 positions time, then you're kind of winning on that trade. So he'll be quite happy. Resolution's getting absolute free farm in his lane. And we see the shot to the bottom getting stunned by Sanking. MSS gonna fall.
That's another kill in his bottom lane. All 3 kills happen in this game have been in his bottom lane. And MNZ actually picking up the kill this time, so he'll be a bit happier with that.
Yeah, and we see all the lanes and their respective counterparts on the enemy team all basically getting the same amount of farm. Like Luna's pretty close to Void, Viper and Lina are quite close to each other, and then Legion Commander is pulling a bit ahead of Snake King's Beastmaster when it comes to farm.
Yeah, Snaking this had suffered 2 deaths in the laning phase. Kind of zoned out now. He's nearing his level 6 though. Hit level 5. When he gets that, maybe he can make a kill happen on this map. Looks like him and MSS want to do something right now.
Now, Resolution does have his chrono if he's looking for a kill onto this Legion Commander. Looks like they're diving, but nothing really going to come out from this by the looks of it.
Look, they're still denying these creeps under the tower. Like, it's... Resolution is sitting at 21 denies right now.
Yeah, but he takes a large amount of damage from that tower. He's below half health now. Can't even jump that off. Making a play on Lina middle. Does the Sanking get there in time? Nah, Lina just too fast. Got her boots.
You are with the heads up plays.
Yeah. If he gets caught by that Viper Strike plus a Sanking stun, he's just 100% dead. So he's got to play a little bit safe in situations like that.
I think... Bottom lane, old Stinger. Might be found here. MSS is in the area. Has a glimpse if they want to use it. They're going to throw it out. Resolutions here. He has the chrono. I don't know if they need to commit it. Maybe a couple of lucky bashes should do the trick. But is he going to get any bashes? Nope. He's going to commit the chronosphere. And that's a secured kill for Mr. Resolution.
Yeah, using the chrono nice and early, 8-minute mark. You don't want to have to save it for too long. Find himself a nice kill on the offlaner. So he'll be happy with that.
Sitting at 41 CS, 22 denies. The only person having a nicer game than him so far is Mr. Pepita on the Viper.
Yeah, but Viper's just doing Viper things middle, right? That hero just last hits really well, really hard to gang. There are actually, the Sanking has been sitting here for a long time on Matthew, but doesn't manage to find your wall, so he's just going to go back and farm, maybe stack up some camps.
Yeah, we're playing the lane pretty safe. Like always standing in the right
trouble
position.
top, being chased by this Legion Commander.
Can they burst him down? MSS doesn't have glimpse for 14 seconds. SVG might be in trouble. It looks like Osting is going to just turn on to MSS here. He has the overwhelming odds in a second if he wants to continue the chase, but not going to commit for that as you are backs out of the middle lane. As I say that, he does get the overwhelming odds, and now he's just going to chase on MSS. Couple of hits should do the trick, but there's the glimpse. Going to send Legion Commander all the way back where she came from.
Yeah, more time being wasted with Legion Commander.
Viper Strike committed. Yawar, he's going to be in trouble, and that's the first kill in the middle lane for the side of Infamous.
Yeah. They managed to find the Lina with the combo they were looking for so long, and they get her, and now they're just going to put a lot of pressure on this mid tower.
Yeah, they even TP'd the Luna in here for that gank, so now they're going to put some pressure on the mid tower, like you say.
Yeah, definitely, but... And then, you know, give some levels to your Warlock bottom. He's going to sit you, get a couple of levels, get some last hits. You want to get him to level 6 as soon as possible. And Resolution finds low life
Can
slinger
he get
here.
a bash? No bashes from Resolution.
I'm sure he's praying for those bashes, but they're just not coming, so unlucky for him.
VGJ.Storm not going to be on the mark. And Warlock, this is nice. He's getting this lane to farm now, getting some CS, and this is the most important thing. He's getting that solo XP. He's almost got his level 6 now. And once he has that, the team fight from Infamous Gaming rather, is going to be bumped up quite a lot.
Yeah, their 5 position is level 5 at 10 minutes, so he's happy. On the other side, MSS is only level 3 on that Disruptor, so he's going to take a book out of this Warlock's page and just sit in this bottom lane, try to get some experience and last hits for himself.
Now, Snaking is here. He's going to throw out the roll, but there's the Eclipse bursting down Snaking, and MNZ managing to secure the rune as well. The Laguna Glade gets thrown out of him, but he might just be fine here. He has a TP scroll. Can he juke and jive long enough to dodge MSS and his glimpse over here? He's going to go behind the trees, but I think he might get caught anyway. There's this Dragon Slave, and no! He's going to TP out MNZ! What a player!
Yeah, hides in the trees and just TPs out, survives on a slither of HP there. He's going to be happy with the way things went there. He got ganged, throws Eclipse, gets himself a kill and survives afterwards.
And the heads up play, he doesn't even TP back home. He TPs to his tier 1 tower, he goes to Pop Shrine, he gets healed by the Warlock, and he's just back to farming, man. MNZ, what a start to the game for him.
Yeah, he's having a great time now. He's just going to keep farming. He's going for that Mask of Madness by the looks of it, pretty standard. Looks like Void on Resolution is also going for that Mask of Madness. So both these heroes want to pick up that fast attack speed and lifesteal.
So a couple of analysts have been saying, I don't remember which analyst was talking about this, but they were saying what the changes to the Battle Fury requiring a recipe now and it's a bit more expensive. They think Void should always be going for the Mask of Madness into Shadowblade rather than, or just don't go for the Battle Fury anymore on Void. It's just too slow.
Yeah, I think you want to be using that Chrono as much as possible to get kills, and you need those items that help you deal damage in your Chrono. And Battle Fury does give you some damage, but it's not the best damage you can get in the early portions of the game.
Yeah, MOM is kind of that hybrid item. It's a great farming item, and it also lets you do extra damage in the Chronosphere. It's just synergizes very well with Faceless Void.
Now we see a 3-man smoke middle, but Yuwa is heading bottom, whereas Resolution and MSS are heading top with this Chronosphere. Looks like they want to make a kill on Legion Commander top.
They have the raw bottom, but doesn't look like Snaking has the mana for it, so I'm not quite sure what they're going to try to do here.
Well, he has the mana now with those 1 charges, but they're making a move on Legion Commander top.
Lane, there's the Chronosphere committed. Resolution trying it for Old Stinger. Is he going to get him? They will get him. And Resolution will secure the kill as well. So second kill of the game for him. And he's going to have an MOM and just 200 gold.
We also see a 3-man smoke from Infamous.
They have the Warlock Golem. Eclipse is on cooldown for 20 seconds, but I don't know if they even need it here. With the Golem, it should be enough. Can they burst on Resolution? There comes the Golem. Do they have the chain stun? It's there. Eclipse comes out. Sorry, the Lucent Beam comes out. And MNZ picks up the 4th kill of the game. And it's the kill on Resolution, the most farm hero on the map. That's pretty huge for the side of Infamous.
Yeah, they get a nice initiation with the Warlock Golem, offering that 1-second stun. And then Sand King just follows up, and they just blow him up nice and easy. He's not a very tanky hero in the early stages of the game. So they get themselves a nice easy kill, and they're going to put pressure on this tower. So this is a great move by the side of Infamous here.
Yeah, Warlock Golem plus a level 9 Luna, this tier 1 tower is just going to be mincemeat. Bottom lane, looks like VGJ.Storm, they're going to react bottom. They want to try put some pressure on the bottom side of the map. Maybe kill Old Stinger and pressure into the tower.
Well, this Legion Commander's trying to farm up his Blink, but he's getting ganked quite often now with those Chronos. It looks like they want to make a move on him.
They have the ward here. You are. He's waiting in the trees. Old Stinger knows what's up. He's got heads up play, but no, he's going to walk down. They see him on the wood. Actually walks into Yawar. Can he get the jewel off? No, he can't. There's the Light Strike Array and the Laguna Blade just to finish him off. They even commit the Static Storm there.
Yeah, definitely. And even if he had the jewel up, he doesn't want to get that off in that situation. He's just going to give more damage to the Lina. We see Viper pressuring the mid tower. They are wrapping around onto this older Titan of SVG here.
SVG, even the Luna and the Sand King here. Infamous playing like a unit right now. And SVG, he's going to be in big trouble. There's another Toxin down, and Luna going to pick up the kill with the Lucent Beam. Kill number 5 for MNZ, and this is such clean play from Infamous so far.
Yeah, definitely. And every single time they make a gank like that happen with their Luna, they just push down the tower. So lots of work coming out. Lots of, like, you don't really see Lunas move this much.
It's looking like prime level gyrocopter play from a Luna here.
Yeah, definitely. He's using his spells, fighting in these team fights, helping his team out with that Lunar Blessing. And it's paying off. It's getting them kills and towers. So if they keep this up and keep making moves like this, they're looking in a good position in this game.
Gonna have his Dragon Lance pretty soon as well. So it's extra little bit of survivability, extra range, and it's a great item on Luna for this early portion of the game.
Yeah, the stats just help a lot. You also want to build into that Hurricane a bit later on. So
Exile God getting found out here by Yawar, but actually it's just a Jabade. Papita comes in. They're gonna come into the epicenter and they're gonna kill Yawar.
Yeah, and here's the
Resolution though, he
Chrono.
comes in, he gets off the Chronosphere onto 2 heroes. The glimpse is there and Pepita taking him out, but Matthew gets a stun from outside of the Chronosphere, locking down Resolution, but Resolution going to pick up the kill on the Warlock anyway. Now they throw down the ET ultimate. Can they get Matthew here as well? They don't actually have detection for him. MNZ, he's got the Eclipse, he's making a rotation in. What can he do here? The Ancient stack is pretty big. MNZ not going to commit the Eclipse just yet. SVG gets off the Storm, trying to make it out of this. He's going to throw out a Spirit, just buying as much time as he can for Resolution to get it out of here, but he's going to cost him his life in the end.
He ends up falling, but he makes enough space for Resolution to run away, so his carry doesn't die. And all around, pretty even trade coming out there. 1 for 1, or 2 for 1 actually. So it was on the side of Infamous. They did kill Lina in the beginning of that fight. So Infamous gonna be happy with that. And the Legion Commander the whole time was just farming, getting close to his blink, and he's almost there. But he might be in trouble now.
Yeah, Resolution gonna get a bash off. Snaking has a roar, he has a TD. They don't even need to throw out roar. They just throw out the axes, and Resolution gonna pick himself up the 4th kill of the game, or his 4th kill of the game rather.
Resolution making up for not getting those bashes in the early game there by getting 2 in a row. But, and that was just before the blink dagger. Yeah, that's just before the blink dagger. Gonna delay it like another 2 minutes.
And they didn't need to commit raw, so bottom they can put a decent amount of pressure. They got the Necro ones as well, and if somebody TPs in, they can just make a heads up raw play in the back lines and the top side of the map. SVG getting gone on here. Matthew gets a decent stun, got the body blocks. SVG gonna get brought down by Mr. Pepita.
Yeah, Infamous not letting this other Titan stall these pushes. They just dive right behind the tower and catch him out and get the kill there. Otherwise, they'll just stall it forever with his stomp and sleep. And it looks like it's just going to be a 2-2 trial trade coming from both teams here.
They trade pretty evenly here. Actually, the top side of the map, top tower hasn't fallen just yet, but I don't think VGJ.Storm want to defend that regardless.
Yeah, definitely not. We see the wagon gets the last hits on that top tower there, so no gold going to the, well, not as much gold going to the heroes. And now VGJ.Storm stealing that stack from the side of Infamous.
Yeah, pretty good heads up farm from Resolution and denying the Luna of MNZ.
And he's going straight for the BKB after that Mask of Madness. He doesn't want to be caught by any of these spells, especially something like Luna's Eclipse can just kill you when your Mask of Madness is activated. So going for that BKB.
He had the Maelstrom Shift Cube, but I like the BKB purchase a lot more. Like, I think he has enough damage into the Chronosphere. The most important thing for Resolution is just to survive.
Yeah, he needs to get those Chronospheres off and survive those fights. So going for BKB, he should be fine. You just have so many things that you can throw into that Chronosphere. You got Lina who can throw whole spells and right click from outside, Elder Titan, Earth Splitter, Beastmaster Axes, and even the Disruptor Ultimate. So you don't have to worry about damage in these early stages.
You are still trying to finish up his Yule Scepter, not that far off it in fact. So he'll have another tool of survivability and to sort of set up these ganks as well.
Yeah, and Warlock just getting some wards down. Oh, he puts a sentry down but doesn't actually see the ward. Now he's in trouble.
Oh, Warlock, he's going to get smashed down. He tries to throw down the rock but doesn't get it off in time.
Yeah, and Snaking was going to throw the roar there, but decides to change his mind about that, and they just back off. And man, that sentry, he plays it in such a nice spot but doesn't manage to see any of the 2 wards that are there.
That is really unfortunate.
And we see a smoke coming out from the side of VGJ.Storm here, 3-man smoke with Resolution. They do have that Chrono up, plus the Static Storm and Laguna Blade, so they're really locked and loaded to fight here. Just a matter of who they find. And Viper
seems like he's alone. Uh-oh, he's going to be in big trouble. Resolution's going to jump forward, throw out the time dilation. They don't even want to commit the Chronosphere here for him. They're keeping it for later portions. There's the Yule Scepter coming out. The time it with Titan Stun. The Light Striker is there as well. And Earth Splitter just going to do the job to finish Pepita up there. And that was a lot of spells used to kill him, but they didn't use the Chronosphere. That's a big deal.
Yeah, they saved that Chrono. He didn't want to use it. He was pretty confident they could get the kill without it. They did use 2 other ultimates though.
Digi Commander, she has a blink dagger. They might want to make a play on Resolution, but he's too fast. He gets off the time walk. Can he make it out though? He has a TP scroll. He has another time walk in a second, but he can't turn this with Chronosphere. No, his team's left. They're going to push mid tower. And Matthew in the mid lane going to get brought down. MNZ, he TPs in. Can they get any return kills on the side of Infamous? They're going to get the duel off on the Disruptor. Decent Beam comes out, and that's going to be the first duel winner of the game for Mr. Old Stinger.
Yep, they find the kill with that blink dagger. It's basically the first reveal. They did use a top and reveal it, but
Resolution, he's going to go in, going to get some hits off onto XL. Got no bashes, but he's going to bust him down anyway.
Yeah, it just hits him. Void with his natural base height damage right now hits super hard, and then he's got that Mithril Hammer. So if you get caught out like that by a stomp, you're probably going to die as a support pretty easily.
Luna has the Dragon Lance completed and the Yasha completed. Walking into the Manta style up next, it looks like it.
Yeah, this Luna is just super fun, right? She's like the carry of this team right now. If she can get enough farm, maybe she can carry this game solo. But her Viper is Viper's actually not doing too bad. Kind of the same as your was Lina. Actually ahead of the Lina right now. So they're looking quite good on Infamous now with a slight net with lead.
Yeah, they had to commit everything and the kitchen sink to kill Pepita in the jungle. It took quite a long time to bring him down. So if I in a decent place right now, I think he's 3-1 and 2. Not had a bad game so far.
Yeah, and he's going straight for that forced off and then Hurricane Pike. He's already got the Dragon Lance, so a lot of range coming out from him. Going to be quite annoying, quite slippery to kill.
Yeah, I think he probably didn't feel like he needs to go for that sort of no-one build where you rush the Maelstrom, because he's got this Luna who's going to be farming up the whole jungle, farming up most of the important areas on the
Sting
map.
at top getting caught out, ends up getting stomped and just beaten down by Resolution.
That's kill number 7 for Resolution. He's starting to rack them up pretty fast.
Yeah, he's 7-1 and 1 right now, so he's doing great. And they've got that Necro 3s now on the Beastmaster, so they have that ability to push real fast. He did just summon the Necros, they're probably looking for wards with them and just going to farm the jungle.
Yeah, with the reduced cooldown on the Necro Buxy, you can just use it to farm, you know? It's not too bad.
Yeah, they fight for you for 60 seconds, has a 90-second cooldown, so only 30 seconds of downtime. Not too bad. We see Elder Titan kind of just standing around this bounty rune. Okay, now he picks it up.
How many bounty runes did VGJ.Storm get there?
Looks like 3?
3? Yeah, 3. Matthew got 1.
Yeah.
They're going to transition into this tier 1 tower push top. Can Infamous defend it? Do they want to defend it is the question, actually.
It looks like they are making their way top to defend it, but I feel like you could have taken this tower before they got there, but they're playing it safe.
They do have, the side of VGJ.Storm do have the ward advantage and the vision advantage for this bottom side of the top side of the map, rather.
Yeah, definitely. They got that ward on that high ground to just see everything that's going on there, and now they're going to see majority of Infamous in this location.
Probably get the D ward now.
Yeah, and that's just Q for snaking.
Yeah.
And that's just Q for snaking bottom, right? Just now push bottom real hard, force them back, and then that just opens up the top tower for you anyway.
And Resolution does have his BKB completed, so he'll have it for the next fight. And Luna's actually pretty far up. He might be in trouble. Oh, they didn't jump on him. A bit wary on the side of VGJ.Storm.
Yeah, it's interesting to see that they didn't jump on him, because they did see the other 3 heroes under their ward quite far away from him, and now there's a 4-man smoke. Looks like they're pinging for that Roshan, so they're going straight into Roshan as 5. Gonna try sneak it, Eternal Envy style here.
This could be really dangerous. They're gonna send the Outside Spirit in there. No, I'm sure Infamous are gonna back out here. They can't fight into the Chronosphere Void at this point in the game by the Roshan pit.
Yeah, they don't want to take that fight, especially if their opponents know. They just tried something sneaky there, didn't end up paying off, and now they just have to go bottom to defend their tower. And this does actually open up Roshan for the side of VGJ.Storm if they decide to go for it.
Yeah, Snaking is completely shoved in the way. We sent his neutral units there. Even the Siege Wagon wailing away. And VGJ.Storm actually do have pretty good Roshan here. They got a Faceless Void with the Mask of Madness. They got a Lina. They got a lot of damage onto Roshan.
Yeah, definitely. They can take Roshan pretty quickly. Don't think they have... And then Beastmaster Aura, you can never underestimate that when it comes to taking objectives and Roshan down. Your whole team attack faster. And they're just going to take the mid tower here.
Pretty good objective for them. It's actually 22 minutes and they haven't got it. I'm actually surprised about that.
Yeah, Resolution...
MNZ here top. Do you have anything to blink and initiate on him? There's actually a glimpse there. Yawar trying to combo this up. He throws out the Yule Scepter. Can MNZ's team react fast enough? There's a beautiful 2-man bar strike followed by the Warlock column. Now MNZ, he's just going to start wailing on these heroes. It's a first kill going the way of Infamous, bringing down Yawar, but in the backdash Resolution gets off the Chrono, brings down the Luna. Who can he get? Can he get more? It's a double for Resolution. Can he make it a triple onto Pepita? He's going to try for it. Couple of bashes is all they need, but Matthew comes in with every center. He gets off the stun. It's a 2-for-2 trade so far. Make it 3-for-2. Pepita actually still standing. It's a triple kill for Resolution. He's on a monster kill streak right now. Matthew, he's between 3 heroes. He doesn't have stun. He doesn't have blink dagger. He's going to go down as well. Might be an ultra, but Stinger, he gets off the heal actually. Matthew might be able to walk this off, but there's the glimpse. Old Stinger getting gone on right now, but no bashes from Resolution. They have to turn back for the Sanking, but Sanking actually going to walk away.
Yeah, Resolution finding the perfect Chronosphere there, finds the Luna with the Warlock inside of it, kills the Luna, kills the Warlock. He's got that BKB, so nothing to really worry about. And ends up just like, it looked like a really good fight for Infamous until Resolution came in with that Chrono and then just turned everything around. And then 3-for-2 trade on the side of VGJ.Storm here, so they're going to be happy with that. And Resolution now going for that Maelstrom.
Yeah, with that, his farm speed going to be increased
Yawar
as well.
finds a solo kill onto Matthew using that Shadow Blade. Just standard combo, stun into Dragon Slave plus Laguna Blade and a few right clicks, and the Sanking falls.
And this Lina's starting to scale now. She's almost 1,000 gold ahead of the... Okay, yeah, almost 1,000 gold ahead of the Viper, catching up with Resolution and the Luna.
Yeah, like she did die in the last fight, ended up getting jeweled, but still a good fight for her. She is still farming really well, so she'll scale really hard into this game. And if you build the right item, she is going for the Lincolns next, so she doesn't get jeweled, and just playing a little bit defensive. Yeah, and that's the way to go against heroes like Legion Commander. You just pick up those items, you can't get jeweled, you don't have anything to worry about, and then you can just throw out all your damage.
I like this play from Pain here. Sorry, from Infamous rather. They know the Chronosphere is down and they're just gonna walk into Roche and start wailing on it.
Yeah, there's no chrono, nothing to worry about. If the Hawk was there...
No, VGJ.Storm, you look like they want to fight this. They're coming in, they got the Necro through Brook 3. Thinking he's just going to walk in, he's going to get Viper struck up. The Elder Titan Splitter's going to come on, but Aegis still going to be in the hands of MNZ on the Luna. First hero to 4, he's going to be snaking. Exile God, going to fall in the backlines for your War. It's a 1-for-1 trade so far. Snaking, he's going to buy back, he's going to TP in. But Peter, he's caught between these two cores, and Laguna Blade going to come on, breaking down Luna's Aegis. But Luna, she's going to come back in a second. What can she do though? MNZ, he's getting kited up by your War, taking a decent, insane amount of damage actually. She's going to pop the Eclipse, going to start charging down your War. Can she bust it down? But no, the Yule Scepter is there to kite MNZ up, and there's the stun from your War. But the debuff is there from Old Stinger. It's a 2-for-1 trade so far in the backlines. Stuff still happening. Epicenter gets popped by Massey, but Pepita, he's going to go down as well. The chase is endless, and now MNZ is going to walk up the high ground and start wailing onto Snaking here. Can he burst him down? The Centaur is going to try to stomp him up, and he's going to defer MNZ to carry on for that chase.
Yeah, so it looks like a 2-for-1 trade for side of VGJ.Storm coming out ahead there. That Viper just got kited so hard.
Oh, there's the stun. They're locked up. Can they burst on MNZ? But MNZ is going to stand and fight. He's going to bring down Snaky, and his team is here. It looked like a heads-up play, but man, oh man, this Luna is just a bit too strong with his team around him.
Yeah, that Legion Commander pressed the attack, giving her the heal and the attack speed, and she just ends up shredding her opponent. So one thing to worry about, and she is going straight for that butterfly next. And this Luna is going to be quite the threat coming into these team fights, doing so much damage. Did manage to pick up the Aegis in that fight, did lose the Aegis, but definitely worth it for them. And
yeah, she hasn't gone any defensive items. She's like, okay, I got a Manta Star going to help me farm. I'm going for a butterfly. I don't care about BKB, all that kind of jazz. I just want to be this insane, like, freaking cannon of damage.
Manta does offer some defense, right? In the sense you use your illusions to farm rather than your heroes, so you stay kind of safe. And then you do have those possibilities of those Manta dodges, you know, Manta dodge the Light Track Ray or Manta dodge the Glimpse. Can help you.
It is true, it is true. I do trust MNZ to pull off plays like that for sure.
Oh yeah, definitely. These players have been playing for so long and using these items for so long. They know the timings of everything, and it's just about can they get it off in the right situations under so much pressure.
Legion Commander has a Blade Mail now to combo up with a dual combo. Got level 2 dual, sitting at 20 damage. Not the greatest amount of damage, but she's been doing her job pretty well so far. Getting good debuffs on in most all these fights so far.
Yeah, and Blade Mail does give him that opportunity to kind of like solo kill the Void if he ever finds Void solo alone. Blade Mail plus Jewel might get that kill. As long as he doesn't have teammates around him, you know, with the like stuns and things like that. But other than that, nice item. Everybody goes Blade Mail on Legion Commander. It's just a staple. It's kind of like Axe, right? It just allows your opponents to hit you when you hit them and you win that trade.
So Pepita gonna play the more utility build this game, working towards a Vanguard up next. It looks like Infamous just wanna like beef up everything and just let this Luna do her thing and carry this game. You buy these Crimson Guards, you buy these pipes, you buy all these things, just keep your Luna alive and going for those fights.
Yeah, because he knows the role of his hero in this game. He's not there for damage. He's there to soak up as much damage as possible, be as annoying as possible. So going for that Crimson Guard and just going into that tanky build.
And they've been putting a lot of pressure in kiting up this Viper in all these engagements. So
yeah, and we see you are putting pressure on the top tower, top tier 2, trying to force Infamous back. Nobody TPing yet. This tower's taking a large amount of damage.
So Luna Illusion alone. And yeah, top lane dropped to less than half HP just from that push.
Yeah, it drops to half HP from that push. It took quite a while to TP. They were quite scared of where the points were. Is it a bait for you to TP back and then you just die into your tower?
And VGJ.Storm do kind of have the vision advantage to have this ward here next to the shrine, so they would know if something's up.
Yeah, definitely. They've got the vision advantage right now. Nice aggressive wards. One in the mid lane, one in the enemy side of the river. Whereas the side of Infamous, their only ward is on their own side of the river here, showing their ancients.
MNZ is nearing closer and closer towards that butterfly. Do you like this butterfly purchase this game? Think it's the correct purchase at this point?
I always love butterfly purchases. I think it might be a bit risky in this game since you are facing a Lina plus a Disruptor and Old Titan. BKB is kind of staple here, but she's changed her mind, right? She's not going for the butterfly anymore. She's changed her mind to a Lincoln Sphere, a little bit more defensive, so you don't just get blown up in the beginning of a fight. And we see Yawar finds the Sand King.
I see he's going to be in trouble. Yawar throwing onto damage, but there it comes Old Stinger. He gets off the Jew onto Yawar through the BKB. It's almost enough damage to bring down Yawar alone. He's surviving on a slither of HP, just 1 HP. And now there comes the Chrono onto MNZ. Resolution, he bursts down the Luna. He's beyond godlike right now. VGJ.Storm, they're on the run though. The tide is starting to turn. They get a kill on MSS. They get a kill onto the Elder Titan. It's a triple kill for Pepita. But VGJ.Storm did manage to bring down the Luna in that engagement.
Yeah, it's a 3-for-3 trade right there. It is in the favor of VGJ.Storm. There is a buyback on the Legion Commander. And other than that, experience change is pretty even, but lots more gold going to VGJ.Storm, so they're going to be happy with that fight. Resolution finds himself another kill. He just does so much damage to that Chrono, even to this Luna that's so farmed. Just ends up shredding her super fast.
And like Luna did kind of buy out here for Lincoln Sphere items, but the thing is,
making a play on Old Stinger right now.
Old Stinger pops the Blade Mail, kind of deferring, snaking here, but Exile God's here with the heal, doesn't have rock available. Oh, actually, the Golem's still running around doing his thing. Can he get last hits there? Oh, he does. 400 gold secured for him. That
he gets those necros, gets a nice chunk of gold there for himself, so he's going to be happy. And we see in his quick buy, gem, ward. So he full support right here coming out from this Warlock.
And what is I going to say? Like, the thing is, when you're playing this Luna against Faceless Void, like, what can you actually buy to survive Resolution Chronosphere? His Chronospheres are just on point and he's just focusing you down. Like, it splits up the fight where it's just Resolution wailing on you for 6 seconds straight, and there's nothing really Luna can do or itemize against that, can she?
Like the butterfly would help a bit, you know, give you that evasion, some nice armor. You also need something like a satanic or just general stats and get health, and then kind of just rely on your team to throw that golem down to like disrupt that Chrono, maybe throw a Sanking stun, just like delay it as much as possible. Or on the flip side, you could honestly just find the Void before he gets the Chrono off and kill him first. Maybe he should be your priority target in these fights, but that does make space for Yawar and this Lina, who is hitting hard to make plays.
Yeah, we're going to be working towards the Lincoln Sphere himself, playing against his Legion Commander. We saw what Old Stinger did to him through his BKB out getting the duel off.
Yeah, that duel is just super strong. Like a disable 3 BKB, puts you in a place that you don't want to play, is hitting a target that has a Blade Mill on. So yeah, get that Lincoln, stop that.
And then Matthew gets a stun onto MSS. Can they burst him down to start this engagement? Well, you are getting popped in the backlines by Old Stinger, so it's a 2-hero trade going in favor of the side of Infamous so far. Snaking getting caught as well. Resolution's coming in. He has the Chronosphere available. What can he do with it? He's forced to jump out here.
They're going to try to chase him down, yeah.
Can they get him here? Luna got the MOM. He can chase if he wants to. Your Resolution is going to get a huge time walk out. He's got the talent. But they're still going to chase. Here's Matthew. He's forced to pop Resolution's BKB. He has a time walk again, and he should be more or less okay here.
It is a 5-second BKB, so not too bad of him popping it there. Just keeps himself alive. But yeah, this Luna, if Resolution comes into the fight too late and doesn't get that Chrono off in the beginning, his team just melts super fast right in the beginning, and then the fight is just all on the side of Infamous. So Resolution kind of needs to be there in the beginning of the fight, otherwise you can't take the fight. And Yawar, I'm not even sure how he died, but he just like disappeared.
I think VJ Commander just soloed him straight up with the Blade Mill and the duel.
Yeah, I can see that happening, because once you cast such a spell, you attack so fast, and if Legion duels you during that time, you're just going to die. We see a Glimmer Cape out on Warlock now, so a little bit more defensive items against this Lina, so that's quite nice coming up from the supports. Luna did just pick up her Lincoln Sphere, so dueling her is going to be a bit of an issue, and she's going for that butterfly next, completely avoiding that BKB.
And if we look at the XP graph, Infamous have a 5k XP lead, and like these talents are starting to come into play, right? This Viper doesn't have any like DPS items, so to speak, minus the Hurricane Pike, and he's got his level 20 talent, extra Viper Strike DPS. He's just his spells and what the hero does alone is doing so much damage in these fights. Like the supports are getting decimated by this Viper alone.
Yeah, and he's going for that Assault Curious next, so just buff up his team's armor even more, and just makes him attack faster and do even more damage. So this Viper doing like a hybrid tanky build with damage, and then he went for the spell lifesteal. You don't see that often these days on Viper, but yeah, he went for spell lifesteal, so even lifesteals a bit, make him a bit more tanky. And we see a smoke from the side of Infamous here, 3-man running through the jungle, but they're not going to find anyone.
Looks like the side of VGJ.Storm want to make a play of their own. They don't have a smoke available, but you are going to pop your Shadow Blade, going to go Invis here. Can they find anybody? The Hawk is going to scout Exile God. This could be a bit of a bait. Old Stinger has the blink in the duel if Yawar goes for this play. But Old Stinger, he's going to get caught in a glimpse. And there's a static storm. They throw out the roar as well. Resolution in the backline. Wants to get that big Chronosphere. Old Stinger, he's going to go down. But it looks like the rest of Infamous want to get the hell out of here.
Yeah, and that's the power of Disruptor right there. If you're running away and they get vision of you, you're coming straight back if you don't have a BKB. And so what ends up happening,
Resolution is jumping forward. He wants Exile God. The Glimmer Cape is there, but is it enough to save him? There's the Stomp. Going to catch him. And I think he's going to get brought down here.
Yeah, it just gets caught right on the edge of the Stomp. At the same time, Yawar with that DD takes a top tower. And now they're just going to rotate. Yeah, they're going to rotate middle now and just take this tower down. They've also got a Hawk scouting Roshan, but Roshan isn't up yet.
MNZ just cleaning out the opponent's jungle, farming up where he can in the safest place. Just dodging VGJ.Storm completely.
And Resolution.
Pepita might be in trouble. Okay, Resolution. He's going to scare him off there.
Yeah, I don't know if Resolution has enough damage to be killing this Viper solo in a Chrono anyway right now. Like, he does hit hard, he does hit fast, but this Viper has a Crimson Guard. He's got that chainmail for extra armor. 35 armor, so he's pretty tanky. And then he also has corrosive skin, so not the easiest target.
Middle lane tower gonna get brought down as well here by the side of VGJ.Storm, and the net worth kind of starting to even out here. It's just a 3k difference between these two teams at the moment.
Yeah, getting that tower, they got like a 3 tower or 2 tower difference coming out right now on the side of VGJ.Storm. So tower's giving that bonus gold. And this Viper almost has his AC. He's only 400 gold away and will have a full AC vault. And that's quite scary.
Yeah, gonna make himself and his team a lot tankier in these engagements.
Yeah, definitely. To the amount of physical damage coming out, he'll be quite tanky.
Though, he's gonna walk into 5 heroes. This might be trouble. You tanky, but you're not tanky enough to survive 5 hero onslaught. They're gonna throw down the rock, but Pepita's already dead. He doesn't have buyback, and I'm not sure what Infamous really want to do in this engagement. The side of VGJ, they know there's no rock available. They can just carry on chasing you. They have the Disruptive Glimpse. They have the Chronosphere still available. Who can they find, though, is the question.
They have Glimpse in 5 seconds. Looks like they're going to catch this Sanking because
they have the Hawk. It's going to scout. It sees Luna as well. Can they get the Glimpse on Luna? That would be huge. The Static Storm going to be a bit of a whiff. Matthew going to burrow strike down to the trees, but there's this Glimpse, and he's going to go down anyway.
Yeah, it's wise that they use the Glimpse on the Sanking then instead of the Luna. The Luna does have a Lincoln, so it wouldn't have actually gone off. But yeah, they find 2 kills now, and they're ready to push. And Viper doesn't have buyback. It was just before his AC was completed, so that's going to delay him on that item for a while. And Rezo just farming up some golems.
MNZ, is he going to walk up brave here for the rune? Is he going to spot SVG? SVG actually has a stomp available, but it's not going to stop the rune in 5. And he's just going to Hurricane Pike dodge the stomp anyways.
Yeah, and Luna now has her butterfly. Well, does have the gold for butterfly. Is going to purchase it.
I think she's going to disassemble here, right? Oh no, she actually purchased another stuff. She wants to keep the MOM going.
Yeah, she wants to keep the MOM going. And then it's probably just going to disassemble that Basket Madness into something like a Satanic. Oh, I didn't even notice they were Roshan. They take it so fast. And yeah, side of VGJ.Storm, take Roshan. And now's their time to push, right? They got that Void. His Chrono is up. He's got Ages. Disrupt the ulti 20 seconds. And then it's ready. If you VGJ.Storm, do you want to straight up walk up the high ground, or is it a situation where you got to look for a pick-off first? I feel like if you get the right initiation going high ground with that Chrono, like 2-3 man Chrono, then yeah, it will be really easy. But if you don't get the right initiation, it could be a throw.
The side of Infamous do have a pretty decent high ground hold. They got the Sanking, they got the Warlock, they got Legion Commander to spam out, and even Viper to just spam out with the Nether Toxins all the time. It's pretty decent high ground defense from the side of Infamous.
Yeah, they do know that the Golem is on cooldown now for about another 50 seconds because he did use it to try to save his Viper earlier. So maybe that's their timing. They're trying to make a play before that Golem comes online. They don't have a lot of time left though. Only 40 seconds remaining.
Can they do it?
This game has just become really hard for this Legion Commander now. Multiple Lincolns being built. This Lina almost has hers. Void has his. He has to find initiation on some other target other than a core, which is not really what you always want to do when you go this Blade Mill build.
Yeah, Resolution. Gotta clean up this creep wave top. And the lanes are just all shoved in all the time for the side of Infamous. They can't really leave the base for the moment when there's Aegis on this Resolution Void.
What talent do you think Resolution's going to get at level 25? Bigger Chrono or Backtrack?
So I was super excited when they introduced Backtrack back into the game, but every single Void I've seen always goes for the Chronosphere AoE, and Backtrack is good for memes, but Chronosphere AoE is actually insane. It covers almost your 3/4 of the screen when you use it.
Yeah, it's really big, and when your Chronos are your main source of fighting, probably the ideal way to go. You can't really miss that Chrono. If you do miss that Chrono, something went horribly wrong.
Yep.
So yeah, probably gonna get that Chrono, but Backtrack for the memes could be quite funny. Block some lunar beams or something, but it's probably not that effective this game.
Yeah, there's a lot of sources of damage coming out with lunar glaives, etc. Now they actually find Resolution top. They're gonna commit the duel on him. How fast can they get you to react to this? Resolution does have the Aegis, and it doesn't look like they can even tick that off. They're gonna throw out the Warlock Golem. Resolution does get ticked down. His Aegis is gonna be cooked down. And now MNZ 4 stops off the high ground. He pops the Eclipse. He bursts down one. Can he burst down more? Resolution gonna throw out the Chrono, but it's on the freaking cliff. MNZ's down at the bottom, but he's gonna get caught. There's the Laguna plate to come out to follow. He's dead 95 seconds. He doesn't even have the buyback. Now Resolution. He's on the run. He's just going to turn. They're going to burst down Legion Commander as well. 2 heroes are dead without the buyback in. This might be trouble for the side of Infamous. VGJ.Storm just turned this game on its head. Pepita doing his thing. Trying to harass his heroes off his high ground. But can he do it though? Snaking taking a decent amount of damage.
And that's the problem with Aegis, man. If you commit so much to kill this Void and he has Aegis, it just feels like you wasted your time because he just comes back with that Chrono. Even though Luna was on the high ground and made a little bit of blunder, your wall was there, the Elder Titan Earth Splitter comes through and just blows him up in the Chrono anyway.
Oh man. Snaking City is level 25 as well. Extra inner beast attack speed, and I'm surprised VGJ.Storm didn't just commit for the high ground push. They maybe forced out some buybacks. Then maybe they didn't know there was no buybacks available.
Yeah, and a small little mistake coming out from Legion Commander there. When he jeweled the Void, he didn't pop his Blade Mail, so didn't have Blade Mail for the duration, only popped it after his jewel. Might have been enough to tip Void over the top a little bit faster there. Who knows?
Because they did literally throw everything onto that Void. They threw the Golem, they threw the Jewel. Luna in the backline did force stuff up and get an Eclipse kill pick off on the MSS Disruptor. But it's not enough when Void is coming back with Aegis in BKB.
Yeah, definitely not. Like using your ultimate to kill a support and then you still got that Void problem. Probably not ideal, but it was a good heads-up play from him, stopping MSS from getting his spells off. And now it just looks like VGJ.Storm just control the map. They're just farming the enemy jungle, farming the lanes, and just trying to get a bigger netted lead ahead, and probably waiting for that next Roshan timing, but that's going to be a real long time.
Yeah, I don't know, if you're Infamous, what's your next move here, right? You just, this Aegis is gone now. Do you, like, when your heroes are up, you push out the lanes, you make a smoke play, but now the lanes are completely pushed in, and they smoked up, so VGJ.Storm have to know what's going on right now.
Yeah, they do see the Viper pushing out the lanes, but they don't see anyone else.
Although I say that Resolution jumps forward to farm these neutral creeps. The smoke is going to get expended. They don't have the vision to catch him, though.
Yeah, and he's going to be running straight into their whole team.
He actually gets off the stun. Can they burst on Resolution? Here we go. Static Storm is there to counter the Legion Commanders. Duel, though. Resolution taking a decent amount from the Blade Mail alone. MSG trying to stand and man fight this up, but there's the splitter. Going to burst on the Luna. Pepita's going to go down as well. 3 heroes wiped out from the side of Infamous. Make that 4. Resolution does go down, though, but what a fight from VGJ.Storm.
Yeah, that Disruptor ultimate on top, stopping the Jewel, just absolutely turned everything around there. And then they just get a nice wipe, or 4-hero wipe in that fight. And now they're just going to go high ground, forcing out some buybacks. We see the Viper buyback already. So probably not going to go high ground anymore, but definitely worth it for them. And 10k net worth lead now at the 40-minute mark.
And yeah, they did force out 2 buybacks. Resolution did go down, though, in the end of that fight. But I think it's still definitely a great fight for... It's the net worth lead is at 10k after that fight.
Yeah, definitely. And they're in a good position right now. They're just going to hold up like positions in the map, farm as much as possible. Maybe look for that pick-off. And if they find a pick-off, go high ground. If not...
Resolution actually went for the backtrack talent, like you said.
So he went for the backtrack. He doesn't want to die. Backtrack technically is extra 25% HP, basically, or survivability, or effective HP, whatever you want to call it. If you're lucky. Otherwise, you can be unlucky. You can be extremely lucky. At the right times, if it dodges the right spells, you know, it can really turn a team fight around.
Definitely. You dodge, like, I know, Sand King Barrow Strike, 350 damage there. I don't know. It's like... It can be really good. I think if you're playing against, like, a Laguna Blade or something like that, I think it could be better, but I'm not sure.
You still dodge 25% of all right clicks. Oh, we see a roar coming up from snaking onto the Sand King.
They're going to find Matthew. He's going to die. He's going to drop the gem as well. Did he use the buyback as well in the last engagement? Oh, no, he can't afford buyback. But now it looks like a fight's going to break out here anyway. Pepita, he's going to go in, taking a lot of damage. But look at the nuke from Legion Commander doing a lot of work. The MSS, he's going to go down. Yawar trying to get gone on here. There's the stun from SVG, stopping up the fight there. But 3 heroes actually dropped from the side of VGJ.Storm.
Yeah, that Luna doing an insane amount of damage. And that Viper was actually just tanking up so much there. It just turns the whole fight around for the side of Infamous here. And Infamous clawing back into this game. They don't want to give this up. Luna now going for that BKB. Finally decided she needs one. And I agree with her, she does need one.
And the thing is, she didn't have the BKB this whole game, right? But now when she gets it, it's going to be a 10-second BKB for the next engagement.
Yeah, definitely.
Or
once
when she
gets it,
finally completes it.
It just depends what item she's going to get rid of it for. Probably the Mask of Madness, get rid of that. Don't really need the attack speed anymore with the Butterfly plus a Manta Style. And she hits level 25. She's got that extra 25% lifesteal, so she lifesteals quite a bit. Doesn't have to worry too much about the lifesteal that she loses from getting rid of a Mask of Madness.
And despite VGJ.Storm's lead, I don't think this game is over by any means. There's still no Raxus dropped. You're still playing against Luna, Warlock, Legion Commander. Like, there's these heroes that do scale really, really well.
Oh yeah, definitely. And just going into the late game, like, Luna becomes quite scary. And I just feel like this game now comes down to the point of who gets the team fight better, who gets their spells off, who initiates better. And it's just going to come down to who plays better now. Like, everybody's got their items, basically. Warlock is going for that Refresher Orb. Can turn, like, an extra Golem can be pretty strong. And he's level 24, so he's got that Summon Golem on death and almost level 25.
Oh, man. What talent do you think is better? The extra 20 armor?
The 20
magic
armor,
immunity?
man. 20 armor. It is so good, actually. Like, they are just so tanky, and it's just so hard to bring down those golems in. So I like the 20 armor. The spell immunity is quite nice against the Luna, but other than that, I mean, against the Lina, but other than that, it's not the greatest. So I
I
like
guess
the
even
armor.
at this point, like Yawar's going for like a daedalus here, so even he's gonna be more physical damage oriented than magic
Then
damage.
magic. Yeah, definitely. He also went for the talents for magic. Well, he went for the spell amplification at 20 and then attack range at 25. So he was going magic, then decided to change his mind.
I
Maybe he just doesn't
actually
like that attack speed.
haven't seen a like a core Lina pick up the spell am talent in like a really long time. So a lot of different talent choices in this game so far. And they're gonna scout an arcane rune here for the Lina bottom.
Yeah, it's a bit weird though, right? He went for the 30 damage on right click, then he went for health instead of light strike away damage, and then goes for spell amp without getting any talents that complement that. So a little bit different.
Could have been a miss talent also. You know, he doesn't even have like spell oriented items.
I don't know, maybe that 12% extra spell amplification helps his 2 spells to instantly kill up a creep wave, so he doesn't have to worry about right clicking those creeps down or something like that.
Yeah, that is very true. And it is about. Okay, now the full smoke up is here from VGJ.Storm. MNZ, he's gonna walk up the high ground, but he's gonna get caught in the chrono. But the return kills, contemplates he's there with the Warlock Golem. But MNZ, he's still gonna drop. He's gonna buy back here. In fact, he's gonna be TPing back in. The Golem's still there. Old Stinger, he's getting nuked down by Yawar. He's gonna survive on a slither, but nope, he's gonna drop down in the end. Papita trying to do his thing here on Resolution, snaking. Gonna get a couple of heroes and 2 buybacks a year from the side. And here we go, MNZ popping the Eclipse. Can he do enough though? It hasn't brought anybody. The creeps are tagging most of it in the back lines. A couple more heroes dropping resolution on a triple kill here. Buybacks is coming out thick and fast from both teams. 2 buybacks coming from VGJ.Storm now. Nobody wants to give anything up in this engagement. They know the Roshan is available and online.
Yeah, and 2 buybacks coming up from
MNG's
VGJ
gonna walk
Storm
into
there.
the spot. There's 3 heroes around him. He's gonna get caught. Nope. He's gonna dodge that. There's the Yule Scepter though. Resolution trying to do something. Matthew gets the counter stun onto Snaking, but MNZ he's still stunned up. He's getting kited here. Can he turn us another Yule Scepter onto MNZ? And he's gonna get caught between 4 heroes. He's dead without a buyback. 125 seconds out of the game.
Yeah, and this seems like the beginning to the end right now. They just bought back on 3 heroes. All 3 heroes are dead. Viper doesn't have buyback if he falls, and Legion Commander no buyback. So now they're just going to go for Roshan and just go push down middle. They know this Luna isn't up for a very long time, and that's the bread and butter of the side of Infamous Gaming.
This is Aegis Cheese and Refresher Shot. This should be the game secured for the side of VGJ.Storm. I don't see how Infamous can fight their way back in without this Luna for 100 seconds.
Yeah, well, that's what we thought in that EG game. And
that is very true. That is very true. The two supports did it, and this time they do have a core up in Pepita.
Oh, they still got that Viper. He does dish out decent damage right now. Probably. I don't know if it's going to be enough.
The DD's still going to work on Yawar, decimating these towers.
Yeah, and Void has Chrono up in 20 seconds. It was fully locked and loaded even as it ages.
And
We have
there is
the
a refresher shot on the Void.
Yeah, so double Chrono is a possibility. Double BKB.
That's the first set of Meteoracts going to go down, and doesn't look like they want to make any too risky plays. They're just going to go for the next set. Maybe the Megas here from the side of VGJ.Storm don't want to fall into the same trap that Team Spirit made against Evil Geniuses.
Yeah, definitely. Though Megas isn't the end of the game for the side of Infamous, it is going to make the game very hard. Luna can deal with them though pretty well. She is farmed enough.
She will be back up in still another 45 seconds before she's back, but Sanking will be back up in 15, so maybe, just maybe, they try to make a play. Golem is going to come out to slow things up, and there's the duel in the backlines onto Resolution. There's a lot of damage coming out into him. Can they do it though? Resolution is still going to be standing. He's going to burst on the Golem now as well. Splitter comes out. Warlock is dead. Stinger going to go down as well. He doesn't have a buyback, and surely that should be the game.
Yeah, I'm sure GG will be called soon. Maybe one last hurrah when Luna respawns, but other than that, these racks is going to fall, Mega Creeps is going to go down, and we actually saw that backtrack come into play there when he got jeweled. Like, he was being right-clicked, and I just saw no damage coming out.
There we go. Chronosphere gets committed by Resolution. They find Pepita. Can they burst down? Matthews in the area, but he's actually sidestepping the stuns, and he's going to burst on Pepita, who doesn't have buyback either. You are going to drop here. He's Aegis. Going to get taken down by the towers. Kind of wants that regen, though. Matthew going to be the next hero to fall.
And now it's Luna versus the world. GG is called, though. They know this game's over. And well played to VGJ.Storm, taking game number 1.
And I will say, Infamous did feel like they were in control at the start of the game. They had the network, they had the farm Luna, but once the team fight started coming into play, VGJ.Storm just a little too good with Resolution's Chronospheres.
Yeah, nothing is stronger than Void's Chronosphere when it comes to the late game for team fights, and it just showed off in that game.
That's it for us for the first game. See you guys in game number 2. And we're back in live for the second game. VGJ.Storm, they took that game in the end in quite a convincing fashion, but it was looking tight for them at times. Infamous had the lead in the early game. Their Luna was huge, but I think Resolution's Chronosphere is just too big at some point in that game. Every team fight getting those clutch Chronospheres.
Yeah, he found the perfect Chronospheres and the perfect targets and didn't even need to go for that extra Chronosphere range. So he was all good. Everything, they all happy with how that game went. It was super tight, right? It was back and forth all over the place, and then just the end game Chronosphere just too strong. We're gonna have to see how Infamous decide to take on this next game. What are they gonna first pick here? And they go for the Clockwork.
Clockwork was taken on in the first phase in the last game, so they're picking up this time. Interesting to see how it goes.
Yeah, it's a nice opener, right? You can run it off lane, you can run it full position. It has a lot of utility. Stun through BKB is also quite nice. Not the best stun, but it's okay. You know, vision from your rocket. So probably gonna pair this Clockwork up with something like a Disruptor. Those two together generally is a combo. Maybe we see VGJ.Storm try to deny that.
It's so funny that players can use the chat wheel sounds in the draft.
Yeah, in the draft, I just hear the commentators. That's quite funny.
So we could see a fancy opening from VGJ.Storm. They go something like Disruptor plus maybe a Luna start off. I know Resolution likes to go for the first phase Luna because it always gets banned out in the next phase for him.
Yeah.
Last game I was impressed with his Faceless Void. It was solid from beginning to end.
Yeah, he went ham in that game. I think he went like 22-2 or something, or some sort of ridiculous score. Maybe not that high, but he had a great score and he just farmed. And even though his lane was quite pressured in the beginning, he just managed to catch up, find the right chronos, find the right team fights, and just propel them to victory. And we see there's the Disruptor. I called it.
You did. Let's see what they pair up with it though. This is the harder call, David. Tell us.
Yeah, like I would say Sand King, but it is banned, so that's not available right now. Elder Titan is still there. Elder Titan Disruptor, an okay duo together, not too bad.
The Elder Titan did put in its work last game again. I'm gonna say this. Elder Titan, I've been a fan of it recently in the games I've seen.
Yeah, definitely. It's just one of those heroes that's not coming back into the meta right now.
Because everybody thinks they're so clever with these aggressive dual lanes, and then you just have this. Oh, who called that? Who called that?
Yeah, when they pick it up for him, they pick it up in the first two, or it just gets banned. So they get him his Luna now, and we all know Resolution can be a monster on this hero. It does have some weaknesses though, picking up a Luna this early in the draft. You know what's going to be coming out from your opponents, so you can try draft and have a solution for that.
What would you say, in your opinion, is like the best way to deal with such an early Luna coming out?
You need something that can get on top of her and just beat her down, right? EG's response was like a Troll Warlord, but in the later portion of the game, the Luna got a Scuddy and kind of just kite the Troll Warlord. Even though they did win that game, still felt like the Troll Warlord had a real rough time versus, what was it, Wind Ranger plus Luna. So maybe they go for something that can just stick on top a little bit easier than a Troll.
I feel like Luna's a hard hero to counter in the sense that, like, the way she itemized, she can buy these defensive items, Hurricane Pikes, BKBs, all that, and it's like core and essential to her. It's not like you're going out of your way to pick up items like that.
Yeah, and in the second game, I think EG, when they had the Luna, the response from the opposite team was a Shadow Demon. They just banished the Luna every fight.
That is a good counter to Luna, because the Shadow Demon illusions, those two illusions do more than the actual Luna hero, right? In terms of damage.
Especially if you get your spell amp off on him and then your ultimates, and the Luna just can't run away and just gets beaten down. But they go for the Skywrath Major, Clockwork Skywrath, quite a nice combo together. You know, you hookshot in, cogs him, and then Skywrath ulti on top, and then generally a kill until the BKBs come out.
Yeah, Skywrath, the hero that's really picked up popularity recently, and for good reason. It puts a lot of pressures in this dual lane meta where it's 2v2 all the time, and it actually scales really well for support. Like, if you don't get blown up in fights after you get talents for your extra arcane bolt, if you're lucky enough to get an Ags, you just become a monster in team fights in terms of raw magic damage output.
Yeah, his magic damage just becomes absolutely insane, especially when his BKBs start getting low at that portions of the game. We see Lycan being taken off, Beastmaster plus Nature's Prophet, so minions being banned out the wazoo here. Nobody wants to be facing all those extras. And those type of things can be annoying for Clockwork when you're trying to go for solo pick-offs if there's minions in the way and stuff like that. So nice bans coming out.
I think Lycan is also a good example, like you gave, like an in-your-face carry that can just run at the Luna, right?
Yeah, definitely. Lycan just chases down Luna, can't really fight her. Even if she pops Eclipse, he has all those minions around him to tank those beams. Yeah, nice ban of Lycan. Now they need another ban. What do you think? Terrorblade's kind of one of those carries that's pretty good versus Luna. That Refraction is pretty good.
I was going to say Slock, but they banned out the Slock now.
Yeah, so Slark also one of those heroes. Terrorblade you don't even see picked up that often anymore. I'm not sure why. I just feel like that hero's lost favor in the current meta.
So
Just dies too easily.
they nerfed his regen in the laning phase, which is quite a big deal because he still has like 11 armor, and then when he had the regen as well, it was very hard to contest in the laning phase, and that's the biggest thing in my opinion is to how shut down Terrorblade. You just shut him down in the laning phase. The second thing is if you the illusions now, before if you like BKB or something, those the reflection illusions still chase you. Now if you get the debuff off the slow, the illusions disappear now as well. So that's also a pretty big nerf to him. But and I feel like it's about time Terrorblade stopped being like the end-all and be-all of carries, right? Because like how Luna is now first phase, you see the gyro all the time. Terrorblade was like that for like 7 patches in a row. You just see Terrorblade all the time. So it's kind of good to see him out of the window for a while.
Yeah, and we see VGJ.Storm pick up a Rubik, another good support versus Clockwork. Clockwork's going to have a real tough time finding solo pickoffs on supports because if he goes under shot, he just get glimpsed away. Go on Rubik, he just get lifted away. So those kills aren't going to be easy for him to find.
Oh man, we've seen some stellar Rubik's performances so far at this China Super Dota Major. And I'm looking forward to Super Dota. The freaking thing at the top just confused me now. I just lost my train of thought.
Yeah, it was Jabs playing the Rubik that we casted, and he just went absolutely monster in that game. Like he stole Static Storm with Ags, and then straight after Eclipses, and just like absolutely went ham. So maybe this Rubik can perform the same type of feat. He doesn't have the best spells to steal though in this game. Like Clockwork's Hood Shot, you don't really want to be in like the front line, so you can still Cogs is quite nice. Rocket's okay. Skyrath Ultimate's not bad. But all around, he does offer solid disable, like an instant stun. He does have some nuke. He does amp up the magic damage of your team, or if you want to go defensive, reduces the magic damage of the enemy team.
Now, Infamous turn to pick up their third hero. You're probably gonna have to show a core at this point, I would assume, unless they pick up. I would think this is an easier place to go for a core, right? Instead of picking up another support or offlaner showing what your Clockwork would be.
Yeah, I think they're going to throw the Clockwork in 4 position. There's a little bit too much to deal with him, so pick up another offlaner here that works with this Clockwork, and maybe just go like an aggro jewel lane with Clockwork +1 might work. Maybe Skyrath +1 and then Clockwork helps out bottom or the safe lane.
Yeah, the Death Prophet is banned out in the first wave. I would say that's a pretty nice pick for Infamous. Kind of rounds off their draft, but they go for the Doom here.
Doom very popular right now. That hero is just actually really hard to deal with, super tanky, and if you get Doom, basically just dead unless your team's there to help you. And he's just a strong laner all around, just spams that Infernal Blade on you, does so much damage, has so much regen, he's super fast in the early game, and then has Devour to catch up with gold if he needs to.
Yeah, I think highest priority this game. Actually, playing Doom against Rubik, that's something nice for Rubik to steal, I'm not gonna lie.
It's very hard for Rubiks to steal Doom though versus good Doom players, right? They always just leave their what is that called? Scorched Earth off cooldown, and then you Doom and then instantly Scorched Earth, so all Rubik can steal is Scorched Earth.
That's a good point.
One way to deal with it. That's not the easiest spell, but if you do manage to steal that Doom, it can be pretty effective in this game. You throw Doom on Skyrath Mage, he's useless. Throw it on Clockwork, he's pretty useless. Throw it on Doom, he's still tanky and can run around, but he can't spam out those Infernal Blades. But it's all about can you get it.
And that's like the hero for Infamous, that they're sort of a pipe Crimson Guard building hero, you know, just your typical offlane hero that just tanks up for himself and his team.
Yeah, just gets super tanky, and he's like that front line of like they had the Viper in the last game. He went for the Crimson Guard. Now they got the Doom to do it, so they don't have to like put one of their mid or safe lane cores doing that job. And Doom's just better at it than Viper. Like you have to focus this hero. You can't just leave him to be throwing Infernal Blades off on your carry when they get Doom. So it's a nice hero. And VGJ.Storm, what is still left in the pool for them to pick? DP is taken out. Like you want those heroes that if they get Doom, they don't worry too much about it. So they still have to pick their offlaner here and most likely their mid hero, unless they're doing some sort of fancy mid Luna thing, which I doubt.
Resolution did play Luna mid the other day against a Monkey King against Team Secret, but I did not agree with that lane swap when they swapped them. They put this Dragon Knight safe lane and they made Luna play mid against the Monkey King, and I think Dragon Knight would have probably had the easier time in that lane. Even though he's a melee hero against Monkey, it's like Luna struggled in the lane.
Yeah, because Luna's range is super low and Monkey King for a melee hero has super long range, so not the best thing. And they go for the Underlord, so their own tanky offlaner, that's quite annoying.
Pipe Crimson Guard builder.
Yeah, Pipe Crimson Guard builder, just spams out the wave, sits in his lane, doesn't like it's just super annoying to face, especially if he gets levels, just spams that fire from the sky and you have to just stay away from it.
So yeah, very well-rounded draft from VGJ.Storm so far. A lot of lockdown, a lot of control, a lot of magic damage and team fight sustain. I like the draft for them so far. Let's see what Infamous respond with here. The Razor is still left in the pool if they want to kind of lane counter this Underlord, but I feel like they want to pick up in their last 2 picks, one of the heroes are going to have to be a scaling core, I think.
No, they do have the option for something like a life stealer, and then you got the clockwork for life stealer bomb. That's quite nice. Also, lane's pretty decent versus underlord, so you could do something like that. Life stealer also not too bad versus Luna, but they go for the morphling here.
I like the morphling this game actually.
He does get pressured by underlord quite hard though in lane if this underlord gets levels. Like you have to worry about that. But if this morphling has a pretty decent early stage, he can then just completely dominate that lane by denying and last hitting everything. So they're gonna have to give him a little bit of help.
I think.
And how do you
Sorry,
think
you
they're
go
gonna run
first.
these lanes? Probably Skywrath plus Doom and then Clockwork plus Morphling together. I feel like
Yeah.
Skywrath Doom is a lot of harass coming out, a lot of spam. Like the chicken is just super fast, so you're not really gonna get caught out that easily unless you get lifted by Rubik or glimpsed by Disruptor.
Yeah, I could see the lanes going like that. Do you think they might need to start the Skywrath in the Morphling lane just to secure him that good start though? That might be a possibility as well.
They could do that, but then I feel like your Clockwork's just gonna get shut down so. I mean, your Doom's just gonna get shut down so hard in the
Yeah.
early stages. So you're gonna have to give him some help. And I don't think it matters if you sack your Morphling a little in the beginning. Just you can't sack him too much.
Yeah, because Morphling doesn't have the easiest mechanism to catch up by Luna, but he's by no means a bad catch-up hero either.
Oh, yeah, definitely. He's got waveform. He can arm creeps pretty easily. He's pretty maneuverable, and he can turn into Luna, right? And then get glaives himself in the fights. So that's quite nice.
See the Viper getting banned out there by VGJ.Storm. They did not want to face up against that again, and Infamous taking on to Dragon Knight.
Yeah, and take out the DK. So if we look at the side of VGJ.Storm, they have their team fight is okay. Eclipse plus Disruptor, Underlord. The tower push is decent. They do have a tanky frontline. They basically have everything. Maybe just lacking a bit on the early damage in the early game. So probably gonna pick some mid that subsidizes that, does some early magic damage.
I think they need a mid that can actually do stuff because there's Underlord like to sit in the lane, push it out, farm. There's Luna likes to sit in the lane and farm, and they lack a hero to just jump in and do things. You know, like a Puck or an Ember Spirit or even like a Queen of Pain or something.
And we see Infamous go for the Lina themselves this game, so Lina getting quite popular in this current tournament right now, being picked up quite often, offers a large amount of magic damage, scales into right click later on really hard.
And I think
like this.
When you're in Pain's position now where you have to pick your mid and your opponents still have a counter pick for their last pick mid, I think Lina is generally just a good pick for the lane because it's really hard to counter in the laning phase.
Yeah, you need like very specific heroes to counter it, maybe a Quap or something like that to get on top of her. And they go for the TA. TA is one of those heroes that can lane versus Lina pretty nicely.
That is a good pick, I think.
Yeah, also doesn't worry about the Skywrath mage spam too much when he's got those refraction charges off. And it's a Yuwa TA, so he's definitely going to go off this game. And then he supports, the one thing they do have is, right, you want this Luna to be taking the jungle stacks, but then you also have this TA that needs to be taking the jungle stacks. So they're going to have to prioritize the stacks on one of the heroes. Probably on the TA, needs it a bit more than Luna.
Yeah, I think this TA pick puts VGJ.Storm with like not a sort of timer, but there's like a timing window where their heroes will be strong. This TA has like a Deso Blink, maybe into an Aegis. Luna will be approaching a BKB, and then at that point they can try run over and win the game. But I think if the game scales later with a Doom, Morphling, Lina, Trico, I think Infamous are looking in better shape.
Yeah, and Doom's actually not that bad versus TA. You put Scorched Earth down on the field and you just start ticking away those refraction charges if she's ever near you. So
yeah, even Inferno Blade is tick damage, Doom is tick damage.
Yeah,
or
so
poison damage, quote unquote. I'm not sure.
It feels like VGJ.Storm on a little bit of time here, but you can never underestimate Resolution's Luna here, so he can carry this game. But MNZ last game also went quite ham on that Luna, and he's playing Morphling now, so we'll see how he performs on that hero.
We saw Crystallize almost solo carry a game for Na'Vi. We casted earlier in the Supermajor on the Morphling. Maybe MNC can do a similar thing this game. So he's got team fame. So Pepita played really well in the last game, I thought, on the Viper.
Yeah, he was playing more of a fronting tank liner instead of damage. This game a little bit different. He's more about positioning now and getting those right clicks off and dealing the damage. And he's got his Doom to do the tanking for him. So we'll see how this game goes. I do like Rubik against Lina's though. You pretty much want to steal any one of her 3 spells.
Second game is up. Live, ready to go. Just fixing my settings and then we're on our way. Good luck. Put in all chat. The sportsmanship from both these teams, always nice to see. Start of the game.
Yeah, no tips been thrown out yet.
That's a good point. There was no tips in the last game. You think all these pro players have used up all their tips in the last games, just spamming it out all the time. Run out of compendium points.
Those 10 tips you get from your compendium probably run out by now, so everybody has to wait for the next refresh on those.
Let's look at compendium levels in this game. We've got 1,300, 1,200, Okay, these people are not all crazy on their compendium. It's not like RTZ sitting at like 11,000 compendium level, you know?
Yeah, it's easy. He's spending money on compendium to raise the prize pool so he can win his money back.
Oh yes, that's how I justify buying a compendium every year. It's like I'm giving money so RTZ can sustain his Dota 2 career, you know?
Yeah.
At the international.
Oh man, yeah, EG right now not looking too hot, but they're still in this
They still have to
tournament.
qualify for the international this year.
Yeah.
Uh,
Hopefully they do it, otherwise we're gonna see some big changes coming out from then, I'm pretty sure.
uh, so
Can we see a
VGJ
smoke
Storm,
from
they are
VGJ
smoked
Storm?
up. They walked all the way from bottom to top. Looks like they kind of want to dodge that lane and play an aggressive tri lane against this Morphling. And can they find MNZ here by the ruin? He's still smoked up. MNZ's going to walk down by his essence shifting to strength already.
Yeah, it's super slow essence shift though, like it's very little at a time.
Looks
And
like
they're
they
just gonna
still
get
want to
some
dive
rifles
him
on it.
actually, yeah, but they're just going to put some harass. They know they're
Yeah,
not going to get him.
just gonna get his life low, make him force more to strength. He
And
might actually
keeps
go
on
all the way
aggro
to
you
base.
now, so you can actually do this.
Yeah.
That's pretty crazy.
You see Skyras smoked middle, so he looks like he wants to put some pressure on that mid lane. And an aggro tri lane coming up from the side of VGJ.Storm here. And this Disrupt is still chasing this Morphling. Like, oh man, you just gotta feel sad there.
Morphling like, it's fine, I was going bottom anyway, okay? And now Skyra's going to go for the courier snipe. 1 hit, 2 hits should do the trick. And he actually gets the courier, gets the salve down. And that's how you win the lane for your mid. You're playing against the Lina who spams a lot and you're not going to have yourself. It's a big deal from the side of Infamous Gaming.
Yeah, the flying chicken manages to kill the walking chicken, so you know, a little bit of advantage there for him. And now Yawar might struggle a bit in this mid lane, unless he gets a large amount of side blades off on this Lina, which he has been doing in the beginning portions of this lane.
Yeah, TA is still a very strong laner, and probably one of the heroes that match up much better, better than most against Lina. Trying to say.
Definitely. And we see rotations coming out here. MSS TPing bottom. We have kind of like a solo Lina top.
Well, there's nobody in the lane right now. Resolution doesn't have anything to worry about, and SVG is still there to protect him. He's going to be up against the Doom now. This lane should be fine for the Luna.
Yeah. But the one nice thing is this Underlord is going to get levels now on this lane, and once he starts getting levels, this hero becomes a lot harder to kill.
We see the range streak tonight come out from MNZ, and like Underlord, one of the better heroes to deal with this constant spam from a Skywrath mage.
Oh yeah, definitely. He just brings himself a large amount of regen. He's got that atrophy aura. It doesn't really help his magic, but against the right clicks, he'll be fine.
And then mid lane, these heroes are just trading farm. Papita with a bit of an advantage. He's got level 3 over Yawar's level 2. He's got more CS. 1 more deny. Actually, 5 more denies. What am I saying?
He's getting those denies up, and just killing that courier just shows right now he can play a lot more aggressive than Yawar can. Every time Yawar props the refraction, he just throws a couple of right clicks off to get rid of it.
And as the Lina, you have the luxury in the middle lane, right? You got that super long range. It's the hard hero to deal with in the laning phase. And now Matthew making rotations here. They find SVG, and SVG surely he's going to go down here, but he actually gets a glimpse of on Matthew. He might make it out of this. Infernal Blade still on cooldown, but he has the Hadouken if he wants to throw it out. But is he going to be enough damage to put on SVG? I don't know.
No, it won't. It only does 160 damage. He has 260 life, and if you're throwing out that Hadouken, you're spending like a third of your mana pool, so you don't really want to waste it if you don't have to. But yeah, that's the power of Disruptor, and he misses the Hadouken on the Disruptor actually, but that's the power of Disruptor versus Clockwork, right? You get caught, you just glimpse him out and you're fine.
Yep, can't walk through his own cogs. But now this Doom's laning phase, when he gets the Satyr creep at level 1, his laning phase gets is much stronger than it is usually. So
Yeah, because he's got that 9 HP regen a second.
He could potentially even just go into a Soul Ring now to enable the Hadouken plays, because he has the sustain for it.
Probably not going to be doing that, probably going for boots first one, something like that. Oh,
Peter doing a decent amount of damage there.
He is out of mana now though, so is Yawar. Yawar has a soul, so he's going to come back full life. Oh, gets right clicked on the high ground. No misses for you, sir.
Bottom lane, this Morphing is starting to farm okay, sitting at 10 CS, 6 denies. Well behind Resolution's Luna, but Resolution kind of just a situation. He had free farm for like the first 3-4 waves there with all the lane swaps.
Yeah, and he's still getting kind of free farm. They can't really pressure him right now. And this bottom lane, I feel like this Morphling is going to start to struggle at some point, especially once this Underlord gets like level 4.
And looks like they might catch the Skywrath Mage. A decent amount of damage coming out, but Morphling is doing a decent amount. There, he throws out the Adaptive Strike, and that's first blood for MNZ. That's the way to start off a laning phase if you're a Morphling.
Yeah, that first nuke, Adaptive Strike level 1, does 100 base damage and then times your agility. He had about 60 agility there, so 160 damage nuke level 1 doesn't seem broken to me, but Ask
Who are
Gavin.
we to judge? Who
Yeah,
are we to judge? And mid lane looks like Yawar is actually starting to run. Sorry, Pepita's starting to run away with this lane against Yawar here. Sitting at 25 CS, 11 denies. And look at this. They're making the play. Scarlet Major J has got the DD. Can they dive him here? They're trying. They tick off the refraction. There comes the stun from Pepita, and they're going to bring down Yawar.
Yeah, the rotation with the DD, you get rid of your fraction charges quite easily with these two heroes. And then easy kill, dive under the tower. His courier was here with the salve and no clarity for him, but fortunately not there in time to save his life.
Yeah, crisp rotation from Mr. Scarlet Mage. MSS is going to get the creep pull here bottom. Does he get it? Yeah, he does, of course. MSS is not going to miss a pull. What am I saying? But Scarlet Mage is coming back. Doesn't have mana though. Gonna wait for the
Scarlet
shine.
Mage with no mana, you have nothing to worry about.
And it looks like VGJ.Storm secured 3 of the 4 ruins. Bulldog would be proud.
Yeah, Bounty Runes, the name of the game right now. Like, I don't know, if you watch Admiral Bulldog stream, man, runes are the only thing he cares about. Once you get the runes, he's like, we caught up in gold.
And you see this dude, he went for the soul ring, amping up his laning stage prowess with the Hadouken creep in his arsenal.
It's probably not for the Hadouken creep, but
no, I'm telling you, it's for the Hadouken creep, dude. I've listened to my boy Kyle speak about this. It's because you have the sustain for the HP region, and then you can just spam out Shockwave all the time with your soul ring. Your laning stage presence becomes insanely strong.
Okay, well, I'll trust you on that one if our boy Kyle says that, but
yeah, you trust your boy Kyle. You don't trust me.
I feel like it's more so he can spam on Infernal Blade, keep his Scorch Earth running all the time, always have mana for his other spells, not really his 100 damage spell.
Underestimate its power. Clockwork. Dropping his cogs here bottom. Did he secure the ruin there? Oh, SVG gets the ruin top. What am I saying?
Yeah, SVG has haste, gonna run top, maybe put a little bit of pressure on this Doom. But other than that, nothing much gonna happen out. We do see mid is very favored on the side of Pepita right now over Yawar's TA. That Courier Snipe making a big play right now in the beginning of this game.
Uh-oh, looks like Scarlet Mage might be in trouble. SVG's got the haste rune. He's going to start spamming out here on XL God. But do they actually don't have traps? They're going to throw out the glimpse. They'll probably be able to burst him down. But Lena's going to come in. Can he get the Roshan? Did I know he's not going to be able to? He's going to go down anyways.
Yeah, that chicken is quite fast, but not fast enough. Just gets caught up by the haste on Disruptor and ends up falling. And it's going to help Yawar's TA quite a bit. He does have his traps now. Throws one just by the rune. So you can see if it spawns there. He's going to have a pretty decent time now.
If we look at bottom, Morphling's hit his level 5 now. He's caught up with the Luna CS here. And he's well on his way to start becoming the menace he needs to be in this game.
Yeah, he's definitely having a great time in this lane right now. But so is the Underlord. He's also getting pretty decent farm. Not as good as the Doom though. Doom is doing absolutely fantastic in his lane. He's all happy.
Soul Ring plus a Hadouken creep.
There's nobody even in his lane, to be honest. They went to go shrine. He's just sitting here farming. He's got his level 6 now, so if he wants to use Doom or level it up, he can. Going for that phase boots next.
Resolution has his Eclipse now as well, so kill potential there for both sides in the top lane.
Yeah, definitely. But they have the Doom now with the Skywrath here. If they manage to get Doom on Resolution and just chase him down, they can get that kill.
I don't think they know Skywrath here. He's got the sentry ward down. They might have seen him walking up now. Disruptor is going to scout him out. SVG going to get spammed out here.
They're just going to trade spells at each other. And I actually see him spamming the Hadouken out a lot, but he's missing it a lot. So not that much value coming out.
His name is Old Stinger. Maybe his eyes getting a bit worse in his old age, you know. One of those things.
Yeah, could be the case. Maybe he's just got the shakes in his hands, you know, misclicking, who knows.
This is an elimination game. Lots of pressure here at the Supermajor.
Yeah, definitely. Like, Infamous right now playing for their life in this game.
Everything to play for, you know? In bottom lane, we see the opposing offlaner also going for his soul ring, nearing his level 6 as well. You know, like big power spike for Putlo's level 6. He just probably just takes another level in Atrophy Aura.
Yeah, most likely he'll just level up Atrophy Aura, unless he goes for Put a Malice first. And it looks like they're going to make a play on top here. MSS is here with the lift.
They got the Eclipse. They're going to throw it out. Is it enough to bring down Stinger? He's got off the Scorch Earth and he's actually still standing, surviving through a lot here. He might be able to walk this off. The Sunstrike's still on him, but Scorch Earth going to heal through that. And that was 3 heroes rotating and Eclipse used, and Doom's going to survive that. That's pretty big for the side of Infamous.
Yeah, Doom, just that tanky monster right there. Scorched Earth, level 1, 12 HP region a second. And he just walks it off. But we see Skyrath Mage in a lot of trouble here, getting dove now, and he's probably going to fall here.
Yeah, he happy to tank one for the team, I'm sure.
Yeah, now they're going to put pressure on this top lane and start doing some damage. And at the same time, we see MNZ putting pressure on that bottom lane.
Take a couple of tower shots. The Firestorm comes out, and he's super low HP here with the full morph to Agi. He has a tango. Oh, look at that value. You just drop down to absolute zero. Pop the stick, and you're back at almost full HP again. Or
Yeah,
half
he'll
HP
be
at
happy
least.
in this lane. He's farming it up a storm, even getting the neutral creeps here.
They get the glimpse off onto Old Stinger. He's gone. Now, Excel God, he's actually here by himself. But he's going to force this guy to TP out.
And they're just forcing this top. They're basically just forcing this top lane. Like, just putting so much pressure on this top lane right now in Resolution. On the Luna, just farming it up. Gonna try to push this tower down as fast as possible. Go for that Mask of Mana so he can farm the jungle at the same time.
We're all going to try to clear up an ancient stack here for the 10-minute mark. But it looks like the side of Infamous mirroring the movements bottom. Just with 2 heroes controlling this area up completely. Probably get both the ruins here as well at the 10-minute mark. And Morphling, he's having a great time farming. Sitting at 51 CS, 19 denies. Has that first blood kill in his pocket as well.
And we see a smoke from the Doom plus Skyrath mage, but Doom gets instantly scouted there, so not going to find anything there. Resolution and MSS just running away. I'm just going to farm under the tower nice and safely, and Doom's going to continue just to farm the jungle. He does want to make a play with this first Doom, though. It is his ability to get himself a nice kill. He just doesn't want to waste it at the same time.
TA is starting to catch up. She's moved to the jungle, farmed up the ancient stacks, and despite having a rough laning stage, she's almost the same net worth as the Lina right now.
Yeah, and we see Bounty Ruins going 2 to Infamous, 2 to VGJ.Storm here, so just an even trade there as well. And Pepita, he's just doing his thing middle, just keeps pushing it out a little bit, getting his fire on his way to his Yule Scepter.
And quite a passive game actually to start off the series.
Yeah, only 4 kills in 11 minutes, so both teams playing a little nervous, or maybe playing a little nervous, maybe it's part of their game plan, not too sure.
I mean, one team has like a Morphling Lina dual core, and the other team has like TA Luna, not the most active heroes. Although we say that Infamous in the last game made that Luna look like a gyrocopter in his prime there with the amount of plays it was making.
Yeah, but this Lina is a little bit of ahead of Yua's TA mid, and the Morphling is ahead of the Luna by quite a bit, 800 gold or 600 gold actually. What is math? So they're happy with their lanes right now, how it's going. They just want to get those 6s on their supports. They do have that Clockwork 6 now, waiting for that Skyra 6, and then those two together can roam around and find a kill. But we see Clockwork smokes up with the pizza mid. Maybe they want to make a play onto SVG middle.
MNZ trying to shove out this wave to get the tower, but the Siege Dragon's going to go down to Snake King's Firestorm there, eventually.
And they're making a move top. They want MSS's Rubik. Maybe they're looking for the Luna, but Resolution just playing safe, farming up Ancients.
Rubik, they'll be happy with this. MSS is sticking around. He steals the Scorched Earth, so not an easy kill, but there's the hook shot from Matthew. They're going to try to burst him down. Laguna Blade's going to come out, wasting no time on that kill. That is a dead MSS.
Unfortunately, high regen does not help you with instant damage, so he ends up falling, and Yawar actually ends up getting the Skyrath mid with the help of Disruptor, and now they're just going to push down this mid tower as well, and he needs that, right? He needs that help right now. That laning stage was a bit rough for him. He's going for a Blink Dagger next, so he wants to be very active with his team, looking for those pickoffs.
Yeah, it's always... I'm not quite sure when the decision gets made by TAs to rush the Deso first or go the Blink plus Blightstone and Treads first. Or the Treads is always first.
If you have a really good laning stage, you always go for the Deso first, because that just propels your farming. And we see Resolution getting a kill on Old Sting on top. Missed that kill, probably just got caught out, pushed it a little bit too far.
I caught it on the camera for you there. Don't you worry, Mr. Damien.
But generally, you want to go Deso on TA if you have a really great laning stage, right? And you just get that Deso, then you can farm Ancients and propel yourself towards that Blink Dagger real fast. But if your laning stage was not the greatest that it could be, then you go for that Blink Dagger first and try to find some kills while you farm. That way, you can just boost up your own farm a different way.
Actually, the Static Stroke gets committed. Morphling taking a lot of damage here. The Roots even coming out. Can MNZ make it out of this? He's going to waveform out. He's going to strength morph. He'll be okay. Resolution, though, he TP's in bot as well. So big rotation from the side of VGJ.Storm there.
Yeah, and they do know that MNZ is quite low now, so they might push bottom. No, they look like they're just rotating straight out of this lane. They don't want to push for that tier 1 tower. Just going to farm up the jungle. They do have Eclipse on Resolution, so they could look to fight with that.
Doom is in the area as well. I don't know if they scouted the Doom TP. I don't think so, so they can still make a play. The Morphling's fully healed up with the salve. They find Snake King. They get off the Infernal Blade. They're going to throw out the Doom. They're going to burst him down as fast as they can before the Uber ride gets there.
Yeah, and he ends up dying before the Uber arrives. And Clockwork is sitting mid looking for a gank, but Yua's Psionic Traps do see him, so gonna get nothing out of that. And we see a 3-man smoke coming out from the side of VGJ here. And they're running towards bottom. They want to defend this tower.
There's no Doom available. The ward doesn't scout them because they are in the smoke. Sting are gonna be the bait, but no, they're just gonna jump on the Skyrath mate. Skyrath is dead. Can Morphling make it out though? They get a trap on him. He's gonna wait for him in the trees. Hasn't channeled up his TP just yet.
He does have a TP, but
Kinetic Field does scout him out, does it? I'm not sure. Matthew's coming. Do they want to try turn this? Doom still alive, baiting up here. Stinger is gonna finally go down. Double kill for Yawar, but now Matthew goes in. MNZ, he's ready. He wants to go in. Can they burst down Resolution and Luna? No, they do actually do it. Rezo is dead. MNZ still standing. They look like they want more. Yawar though in the back line is looking for Pepita. MNZ, he's caught. He's taking a decent amount. Static Storm coming out. They burst on MNZ. They get the Morphling, and now Pepita, he's in trouble as well. Mega kill streak for Yawar now.
Yeah, 3-for-1 trade there. They do get Rezo's Luna, but definitely not worth it. So now they're going to push out this bottom tower. We're going to see Rubik TP mid to go fetch that regen that he sees.
And TA just going crazy in that fight. Too maneuverable with the Blink Dagger. He's level 12, max points in Meld and the Refraction. So the amount of damage he's outputting is nothing to scoff at.
And I think they forgot that Matthew was in that fight because he's still in those trees there, perfectly fine. Gets away with the skin of his teeth here.
Oh.
Does have a TP in 13 seconds, or you can just use your smoke to run away, or just run. You should be fine. We do see bounty runes are available, or one is left.
Oh, they got all 4, I think. That's value right there.
And if SCG just carried on running, you would have seen that bounty rune there, and that would have been another one.
No, snaking Yawar, they're gonna back, but Matthew's still here. Like you said, he has the cogs. He's gonna get off the place. Now Trap comes out, slowing down Stinger, but can they catch Yawar? Mystic Flare comes out. Yawar taking so much damage, and he's gonna drop.
Yeah, Matthew coming up from behind there, staying alive. Didn't TP out, pays off for him in the long run, and they end up getting a kill on Yawar, which is the most farmed hero on the map. So definitely worth it for them.
Thought about the most perfect chat wheel to use there. Patience from Zoe.
Is that chat wheel still even a thing?
No,
right
they took it away. It was such a good one.
Oh, it feels bad, man. We see Rezo's got his Mask of Madness Dragon Lance pushing out that top tower now. He's going to get this tower pretty easy.
Oh, he gets off the Yule Scepter before MSS gets off the lift. He's okay, but there's the trap coming out. They might actually catch him. Bit of Malice on cooldown, but he gets the Soul Ring off now. They're throwing out the Malice. There's the Glimpse. And Pepita, he's in huge trouble. He's going to go down.
Now he ends up falling to that Glimpse plus the Untitled and Rubik. And that's the thing with Lina, right? You do a large amount of damage, but if you do get caught out, you're quite squishy. So, unfortunate for him, he gets caught up by that Psionic trap there sitting in the field. Nice play from Yawar to just place them in the right places.
Doom nearing his level 12. Hasn't skilled up his talent just yet. I think he values his skills more than the level 10 talent for the moment.
Yeah, definitely you value those skills. I guess you do get more regen from the talent, but if you level up the skills, you get more damage, more regen, and more movement speed, and the duration lasts longer. So it's probably better to just skill up the skill rather than the talents, and then you can choose what talent you want. He'll probably go for what, the heal, do you think, or the movement speed?
And channeling the Uber. They're gonna go back to the shrine, taking all 4 heroes back. Do you Infamous know? MNZ gonna TP out. Skylight's gonna TP out. And no casualty gets dropped. They did get the tier 2 tower to about half HP. So not the best trade for Infamous, but not the worst trade either. Yawar though, he's getting scouted. Doom's waiting. They're going to throw out the Doom on him almost instantly. He's going to be in trouble. But look at this. MSS, SVG, they're all coming in. Matthew with the hook shot. Everything's getting piled on top. But Yawar is going to be the first hero to drop. Matthew though, he's making plays here. It doesn't matter. He's between 4 heroes. He's the tanky Clockwork. He's doing his thing. He's making space for his team. The cogs pretty good here. Keeping himself and his team. Or letting his team escape rather.
He sacrifices himself there and secures the kill onto Yawar's TA, and this is just delaying the Desolator from TA for even longer. And TA is one of those heroes you want to snowball with. So great plays coming out from them there, great hook shot, 2 people. And they just get away with murder basically, and they get the rest of their team out, so they'll be good.
Morphling now has the Lincoln Sphere completed, so much more survivable. Got his first sort of core item of the game and can just work towards that ethereal blade right now.
Yeah, they do have ways to break that Lincoln's quite easily. Rubik, Spell Steal can break it. It's got long range nukes, also Glimpse can break it. But it does help you, like if you get caught in one of the situations where the only thing that can reach is Glimpse. Oh, and Resolution's Luna takes so much damage there.
They're going to Glimpse back MNZ, but I don't think they have any kill potential in them yet. There might be 4 heroes, but I don't think MNZ really cares.
Yeah, without that Static Storm, they don't have the easiest way to kill him. They do have put a Malice to hold him in place for a little bit, but other than that, not the easiest.
Looks like Doom has his full pipe of insight completed now. Just the iron branch off.
And that's the reveal of the Lincolns there. Rubik tries to lift him. Lincolns breaks. So unfortunate. Didn't cast his Fate Ball first. They're pinging where he is. No, he's pinging where he is. Okay, so they don't know where he is. He's fine. But they're going to push the bottom tower now.
In. Matthew's in position for the hookshot as well. They're going to throw out a couple of nukes onto the Pit Lord, but that's not the target they want to go on. The scan is there. It catches onto Doom, but it's too late. The hookshot is already there. They're going to bring down Snake King here. A lot of damage, a lot of nuke and Morphling. Actually, Matthew going to pick up the kills. Like, I set it up with the hookshot, boys. That's mine.
Yeah, and here you don't want to go on, but they go on him anyway, and they end up getting the kill pretty easily on him. Even though he has that pipe, it's just not enough to sustain him against 4 heroes hitting him.
Resolution still sitting at the top of the leaderboard in terms of net worth. Got his Yasha completed as well.
Yeah, Luna is the fastest farming hero in this game with the help of those glaives plus her Luna blessing. So she's gonna farm up a storm, and once she gets mounts, farms even faster.
UR does have his Deso now as well, so that's a big boost for him in these team fights and just the raw damage output he puts out.
Yeah, and I feel like this is it's quite a nice timing now for the side of VGJ.Storm, right? If they can take a team fight, keep their tier alive, they can go straight into Roshan, or they could just try smoke into Roshan immediately and try steal it that way. That's one of the things, the strengths about TA is when you get this Deso, your Roshan potential becomes really good, and we see a 3-man smoke already. Looks like they're looking for a kill instead of Roshan. By the way, they
throw out the rockets, but it's gonna go hit the creep wave, and Matthew might just be the victim. He's gonna show you in the middle lane. Clockwork, not the easiest hero to jump on, and I don't think that's the kill they want, but Pepita, he's going to come in. That's a better kill. Though Illusions are going to scout, and they are just going to jump on Matthew. He's going to be the first casualty of war, but Stinger comes in, he gets off the Doom onto Yawar, but where is his team to follow up? Morphling now tipping in SVG, getting blown up here by the Lina. One more right click, going to do the trick, and then Uber, he's charging up the ulti, and he's going to take his team out of there.
Yeah, they're just going to Uber home after that kill. They also get the tier 1 tower, so they'll be happy with that. And great play coming out from VGJ.Storm there. They do lose their disruptor, but they get a tower plus the clockwork and get out alive. And now they're chasing after the Morphling bottom, but probably not going to be able to get this kill. It is pretty slippery.
And now Gloom working towards his Crimson Guard as well. He's actually very farmed in this Doom here. He's got max points in Devour already. Going to be nearing his 15 talent, which is quite a broken one with 150 Devour bonus gold. And our Resolution actually getting gone on here bottom. They're trying to bring him down. MNZ gonna turn into Luna, throwing out a couple of spells, but he's gonna have to turn into Morphling back now. He's still alive, but the Pit of Malice doing a decent amount to him. Matthew, he's caught in a couple of heroes. There's a Static Storm doing a decent amount to this Morphling, but he gets off the Strength Morph. He's got the waveform. He should be on his way here.
Yeah, they want to catch him. They do have the traps, places it in the wrong location, so he's just going to walk away. Glimpse is ready in 5 seconds, but he does have that Lincoln, so...
SVG's here as well. He's going to throw out the nukes. There's a Mystic Flare. Can it burst on SVG? No, it's not enough, but he's going to drop him to about half HP. Skyrath Mace, he's still standing very aggressively, but he's going to get brought down by the TA. Now, MNZ, he goes back in by himself, but there's the stance from Pepita. They want to turn this fight. Can they burst on Yawar? But there's the damage. The Laguna Blade gets thrown up by the Rubik, getting Pepita down. And MNZ, he's forced to back away, but Yawar still getting dove here by Stinger. But Stinger, he's caught between two heroes. His team can't really re-engage. He throws out the Infernal Blade on Yawar, but it's not really enough. Stinger, I think he's going to go down here as well. Nope, he's still too tanky. MNZ is coming back in. He wants to bring down Yawar. Can he do it? If Matthew's still trying to get MSS here, and it's such a messy fight. So many heroes so low. Matthew going to be the first one to drop, snaking his back, wailing onto this Morphling, and there you go. Mousetrack going to get dodged by MNZ. The Resolution is even back into the fray here. The trap is there onto Morphling, and they get the kill.
Yeah, and now after taking that fight, they're going to get this tier 1 tower bottom quite nicely and probably push into tier 2 tower. They have quite a decent amount of time. Did manage after a long messy fight to take down that Morphling. Even Resolution spawned and came back into that fight.
And yeah, it's looking so close for Infamous there, but it ends up turning into a 4-man wipe in favor of VGJ.Storm.
Yeah. Now Roshan is a possibility for them. They might go for it, but it looks like they want to make a play onto the chicken mid.
Skyrath, he's going to be in trouble. Resolution throwing out the beam. He's going to throw out a Mystic Flare in response, but he's going to go down anywhere. Resolution does get harassed down a little bit.
He does a little bit of damage before he falls. I'm pretty sure he knew he was dead then. Rezo looks like he's running straight towards the Roshan pit.
Might be the cue to go. Old Stinger, he gets found here. It's right by his shrine, but the glimpse is still available. They might be able to get this kill. He's going to pop the shrine. He has a Scorched Earth on cooldown, and there's 4 heroes surrounding him. I think Doom is just going to go down here. His team can't really get here in time. Stinger's going to drop in. That has to be the cue to go into Roshan, right?
Yeah, well, I don't know now because we see the side of Infamous. They have a 2-man smoke just outside Roshan. Looks like they want to make a play to stop this Roshan.
Is anybody going to walk up the high ground? Anybody wants to take the bait?
Okay, they're definitely not even going for Roshan.
They're not going to go for the courier. MNC making the play. They're going to find MSS in the backline. They bring down his Rubik, but now Yawar's just going to jump onto Pepita. He's going to burst him down. 3 hits is all it takes. Matthew, he's still in deep, but again, his team can't get there. They're stuck here with the put of Malice. And Matthew's going to be another casualty of war. It's a 4k net worth difference in favor of VGJ.Storm.
And it kind of just feels like Infamous is going in one at a time or getting caught out one at a time, and then VGJ.Storm taking advantage of that. Now finally they decide to go and rush. They feel ready. And it should be a free Aegis for them. Clockwork's dead. He's their main vision for Roshan. Lena's dead, so she can't be there. And you don't want to take a 3-on-5 fight right now, so... Free Roshan for VGJ.Storm, and well played by them.
Now it's starting to look like one of those 1v9 Morphling games, right? It's all on MNZ. How far can he get? How fast? He needs to get that E-Blade. It's about 1,000 gold off it. But
oh, we can't count out the Lina right now. She's got a pretty decent net worth, only 2,000 behind you are. Does have that Shadow Blade, so can make plays with it, and they need to find pickoffs on the map or like start a fight on their own terms.
Is that this Lina's farmed, right? We acknowledge that, but it still takes a while, just 3 hits to kill him.
Yeah, but that's the power of TA. Generally, at this portion of the game, TAs generally 3-hit like opponents. You need to find a way to control them in the fight. They do have that Doom to deal with him. Maybe Clockwork hookshot, but then Clockwork falls pretty fast as well. He does have a decent amount of armor though, at least.
MNZ gonna clean up the tier 2 tower bottom finally for his team. Getting a decent trade there. His mid tower is gonna fall, and looks like the side of VGJ.Storm just gonna control up this top half of Infamous's map.
Yeah, VGJ.Storm are just going to try to control as much of the map as possible right now with this.
Are they going to walk up the high ground here? There's 3 heroes and a shrine available. I don't think VGJ.Storm want to do that. They're going to pick up the bounty runes in honor of Admiral Bulldog. And MNZ...
Looks like they know we're more.
They might catch him. They have the Static Storm. They have the root. And MNZ is just going to get bursted down. That's a huge kill for the side of VGJ.Storm.
Yeah, they just instantly dropped that Static Storm plus root down. He couldn't go anywhere. And then TA hit him once. He goes scepted, but then it was just too late. And ends up falling. Ended up getting caught there. I'm not sure how they knew he was there. They don't have vision, but it felt like they knew, and they went straight towards him. Got the kill.
They didn't even use their scan, in fact.
It must have just been information that they knew he pushed bottom. They didn't see him go to any other lane, so they probably knew he was somewhere in their jungle. And then
now the TA is sitting on a Desolator and a 10-second BKB, so this could be quite a big window for the side of VGJ.Storm to go up the high ground if they want to do it.
Yeah, this is the time for TA, right? This is her strong point. Like, yeah, she gets items that make her stronger, but she wants to keep snowballing from this point. Keep her opponents shut down. Don't let them get those items to counter her.
And Resolution is just 500 gold off his BKB as well, so the timings is there from the side of VGJ.Storm. Just how they're going to execute. But Peter might find SVG here. Okay, no, he's just going to walk away.
No, he's going to walk away. They'll have the double timings on the BKBs. They're going to have the pipe on snaking, and he is going for that Crimson Guard now, but he's still quite a ways away from that.
They get off the 2-man route.
Yeah, he's just putting pressure on middle, you know, just staying here. He's even going high ground. He does not care right now, even though Resolution's nowhere there.
He's coming in. He's taking a decent amount of damage. So even through the Crimson Guard, throws out the Infernal Blade on Yawar, but they don't want to commit anything. Matthew comes in, he gets off a nice hook shot, but there's the Uber getting channeled up. Can he take his team out? All these heroes gonna go back home.
Yeah, Resolution was nowhere near that fight, so it was kind of interesting that they decided to take it. But they baited out some nice spells there. Not sure what really got used. Doom didn't get used. Hookshot got used, I guess. And they just Ubered back home, get full life. And now maybe they try to do that again with Resolution.
And Resolution has the BKB coming in Korea as well, so they have all the tools necessary. Hookshot will be on cooldown for how many seconds? Another 27 seconds, so he should have it for the next engagement.
They did use the TA BKB though in that fight, so that did cost them a little bit. But it'll come off cooldown in 35 seconds, and then they can try rinse and repeat. Morphling only 600 gold away from, or 500 gold now away from her shotgun E-Blade.
There's a creep wave going to show bot, but again, he's a bit scared after what happened the last time, getting picked off in his bottom side of the map.
Yeah, they don't have any vision on the bottom side.
That all of VGJ.Storm is here right now. Map control completely in VGJ.Storm's favor.
Yeah, definitely. They're just controlling the enemy triangle right now and jungle, and they're pushing out towers. He's going to skip the creep wave bottom. That was quite a nice play by him. Just try to delay this push a little bit as much as possible.
Yeah, decent amount of farm for him as well. Getting nearer and nearer to that ethereal blade. Just 200 gold away now.
And it looks like VGJ.Storm want to go high ground now. They're ready. They got their BKBs. They still got that Aegis. So they're going to try to do as much damage as possible. Morphling, 150 gold away from E-Blade. He wants that desperately before this fight. So.
And he's going to... Okay, still 20 gold off.
Yeah, so
he's going to find a DD bottom as well. Although Yawar does have traps down. So they're going to see this Morphling walking now. They're going to know he's going to pick up his E-Blade. They're pinging for it.
Yeah, they know where this Morphling is. They're all running towards him. He's going to wait for him and just get out of there. Which is a smart thing to do. And VGJ.Storm on the other side, they know he has that DD now. They saw him pick up that E-Blade. So they're going to play a little bit safe here.
The smoke is here from Infamous. The scan, did it catch the heroes by their shrine area? But it's like so many hills, high grounds. Don't really just want to walk up there.
Yeah, definitely not. And
now Resolution might show mid.
Yeah, he is mid, and they are poised to try get this kill, but he's backing off here. Not going to show himself.
Oh, does he? The pings are coming out. Do they know he's here? Resolution going to throw out a spell. But there's nothing really to just jump on Resolution. The Clockwork is in the backlines, but there's so many heroes standing there in front of Rezo and Oldstinger. He might just get gone on Resolution. Going to pop the BKB. The Doom comes on onto the Luna, but it's too late. Eclipse is there. BKB is there. Resolution is just man fighting through it all. Yawar on a monster kill streak right now. Papita going to drop as well. 3 heroes just dropped. And I can think the Skyrat's going to have a similar fate. He's dead. 4 heroes. Can they make it the 5th? And MNZ is going to go and try finish off Resolution. He does get the kill. He's going to turn into Luna now as well. Going to survive here. He should be able to stall this push for a little bit. Morphling very tanky, very elusive right now. He's going to turn into SPG. And the buyback comes out. Skyrat is back in the fray.
They have a Doom buyback, a Skyrat buyback. They do have a Morphling buyback, just 1 gold.
Oh, so he actually did go down there now. They're going to try spam. They're going to try hold the high ground. But TA with the Deso dropping, making this tier 3 drop really quickly.
Yeah, this is not going to be the easiest defense.
MNZ gets the left off, and there we go. Skyrat instantly gets busted down. That's a dieback for him. MNZ, man against the world right now. Clockwork has respawned. He's TP'd to the shrine. They want to make an aggressive play. They get off the put of Malice here on the Morphling. And Yawar, he's man fighting up still. Going to bring down Matthew. Morphling trying to bring down Yawar. He actually does manage to pick up that kill. It's a 1500 bounty he's going to pick up for himself. They're going to wait for the put of Malice. He has the E-Blade combo again if he finds SVG. A second before the waveform. He's going to get it. But still not in rage. Papita's going to TP as well. And SVG, he's going to pick up the bounty runes. Objective player. He gets what he needs to.
Yeah, and those Tranquil Boots kicking in right now. He's running super fast. There was a TA trap there to slow him down. And he ends up getting away on this disruptor. And he's almost got that Ags, actually. He's like 300 gold short away from having an Ags. We see the Orchid is completed for the TA now as well.
So just full emphasis on shutting down this Morphling. And it does sort of feel like it's Morphling against the world right now for the side of Infamous.
Yeah, this Lina has large amount of items, but she doesn't seem to have much of an impact in these fights.
Just too squishy. Even with the BKB, the physical damage from TA is just too much. MNZ going to come in, throws out the E-Blade, gets off the shotgun. Resolution, he's going to try stand and fight, but MNZ is going to turn into Luna and start hoiling on him.
Yeah, he just turns into Luna himself, starts attacking back. I do feel like Resolution's Luna is a bit stronger than MNZ's Luna right now.
Is it though? Is it?
He's got the more standard Luna items. You know,
Yeah, it is for sure. MNZ trying to bring down this tier 2 tower. Papita is in the area, so it's going to be a successful push from the side of Infamous.
Yeah, they get themselves a nice tower. And looks like they're going to try to take this tier 1 or 2 tower mid as well. Morphling going for the BKB, so that double defensive build, but he's still already, he right clicks really hard, really fast, so it's okay for him to go for something like that.
He's got the shotgun, he's pretty high leveled as well, level 22, actually the highest level in the game.
And we see Resolution's Luna going for, looks like a Lincoln's. So he's going for that Lincoln's next, doesn't want to get doomed or shotgunned as easily.
He's got actually 3 tools to deal with the shotgun. He's got a Manta, he's got a BKB, and he's going to have a Lincoln, so
yeah,
avoiding that Morphling at all cost.
The Lincoln's is probably for when he pops his BKB, he just can't get doomed, because in the last fight when he went in, he did get doomed and he wasn't happy about that. So he's going to go for something like that. Underlord or Pit Lord. Yeah, Underlord, my bad. Does have a Crimson Guard. Dota 1 days, man.
Dota 1, bringing back the fields. He's got a Crimson Guard, he's got a 4-staff completed now as well.
And he's going for that Shiva's next, which is even more armor for his team and slow for the enemies, more magic damage. So that's really nice. We see the Ags on SVG's Disruptor is ready now, so BKBs might become a problem to pop.
And Morphling just finished up his BKB, so if he gets his Morphling in that, it'll be huge.
Yeah, it'll probably be guaranteed dead Morphling if he does get caught.
Yawar throws out the trap, but they smoked up, they don't see it. If they can jump on him, but Matthew in the backlines, he goes for Resolution. He's going to land on the creeps. Yawar does get caught though. Do they have the burst damage for him? They're going to try, but he gets off his BKB, he gets off the refraction charges. MNZ, he's going to try stand and fight the BKB, but he actually gets doomed by the Rubik. What a play. They're going to clean up the rest of his team, and MNZ, he's going to follow shortly. Matthew going to get caught, trying to make space for MNZ. He's going to be able to do it, but the Doom might just bring Morphling down. One more tick. Oh, it's enough, unfortunately. Morphling's going to go down. He doesn't have buyback.
Yeah, and they have no buybacks right now besides Doom. And this seems to be going to be 2 Raxes at minimum, maybe even 3, because Luna just pushes so fast.
The glaives.
And
they're just going to go for the end. They're going to try for this. They know that Morphling doesn't have buyback. Wail on the tier 4 towers here.
Yeah, they're not scared against this team if they don't have that Morphling, the big bad boss right there.
This is a crisp game from the side of VGJ.Storm.
And GG has been called by Infamous, so VGJ.Storm 2-0 the series, and they make it through to the next round.
Well played to them. They definitely came into the favorites for this matchup, and they showed why. Crisp game 2. Game 1 was very contested from Infamous. They did play really well, but VGJ.Storm just a better team at the end of the series.
Yeah, definitely. And well played to them. And I'm glad to see them go through, and I would like to see what they do more.